Oh, fuck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Bomba'to.
No te lo dañaste.
Ladies and gentlemen, men. Welcome to another episode of Bomba'to.
A little better.
All right, so this one's a little bit more serious topic. As you can see, we're all wearing black for mourning. This topic could be something that a lot of people may not have learned growing up. It's one of those topics that you could.
Vamos a hablar de sexo y ya.
We hope that after this episode, the underwear and the panties you guys are wearing hopefully get wet. That is the whole point. But we'll keep it serious.
Ay, Dios.
Ya empezamos mal.
We'll talk a little bit about everything from
De arriba abajo.
finger banging, masturbation with no hands. I have a secret. A pillow's all you need.
What the fuck? Vamos a empezar.
Nah, if you never masturbated with a pillow, you're missing out. That shit is crazy.
You got a lot of free time.
Yeah.
But not like you grab the pillow, like you just bounce on the pillow. And then it works.
Oh, my God.
He said it works.
Yo, we gotta cancel after this episode.
I don't even know where to start.
What else? What else are we talking about today? What else?
All right. So,
La barriga de tanta reír, what else we talking about?
since Angel kicked it off.
Talking about baby oil or no baby oil?
Can't let Angel kick it off anymore.
Yeah.
Loop or no loop?
I don't even know where to go. Wait.
Oh, no.
How did you even come to that?
Yo, because I be going to the gym and then my shit be just getting mad rough and lube only does so much. And then you start looking at
So you're talking about this as recently?
No, this has been for years.
Hey, whatever works, man. Whatever works.
So how did you find out about this?
Wait, we dead ass right now?
No,
we're gonna talk about it.
It was
Have you ever considered wearing gloves at the gym?
Hold on. Are you dead ass? You masturbate with a pillow?
Yeah, I've done it before.
He didn't masturbate. He fucked the pillow.
Well, technically, yeah.
I was gonna say, you fucked
No,
the
like,
shit
you
out
see
the pillow.
videos-
Oh, wait a minute.
No, there's
After you
videos.
were done with the pillow, did you slap on that same
No,
pillow?
like
Or you threw it away?
No, that's what I did. You put
You turned it?
Huh?
You turned it the other
No,
side?
you cover like something else. Like you could put like a plastic bag, and then I have like a cloth.
No, but it's un proceso. Es un proceso.
You don't even need lube, and it kind of feels crazy too.
Damn. Wow.
Like it won't leave you like rashes or whatever. So like there's videos of people like you can find online that be con-
¿Y cómo tú encuentras esa vaina?
Yeah.
No, but we've all seen porn, right? And sometimes you just see people like jerking off, and then this person was just doing it with a pillow. So I'm like,
How deep were you in the fucking porn search that you found a fucking dude?
He was on page
Like,
125.
How deep were you? Like, were you on page 50 out of fucking?
So that kind of leads to my question. Like,
I still can't believe that this is a real thing.
no, this is how you do. You get a pillow, right? And literally you just start bouncing
How
on
big
it.
is the pillow?
Huh?
How big is it?
The sleeping pillow. A sleeping pillow.
It's like a memory foam
King
pillow. We're
size,
talking like
remember?
feathers.
Como es king, queen.
It's just a regular. You can do a regular cheap
Regular?
pillow. It doesn't matter.
You have a pillow just for this?
And literally all you bounce on it.
Just
Dios.
At first you're like, it's not working. And then you're like, oh shit.
Wait a minute. Oh, espérate, ¿qué es esto?
Oh shit.
Yo, oh my God.
So is this the wildest or thing you've learned or outside of your normal shenanigans?
Number shenanigans.
Does anybody else
I
have
can't
anything
top
to
that.
top that?
Who can top that shit? What the hell?
Oh my God.
I still can't believe this is real.
It is.
Somebody is gonna try it too.
No.
No?
No.
No?
I beat
Not
you.
here, at least. Nobody here. No.
Somebody in the audience might be like, damn,
might try
that's a
tonight.
good idea.
You might find somebody freakier than you in the audience. You never know.
Hey, yo.
You never know. Chacho, whoa.
El diablo.
What are some of the things that you guys have learned from like friends or just in general outside about like just sex in general?
I just learned you can masturbate with a pillow.
Outside of that. So like
Yo, my philosophy with that was like I always tell my brothers this too. don't stick your dick in crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy's a little fun sometimes.
But it depende.
Depende del crazy.
It
Yeah.
might be fun in the moment.
No,
But
es que
después.
depende del crazy. There's different levels of crazy.
Nah, crazy is crazy.
No, there's good crazy,
Crazy is crazy,
but there's good crazy.
No,
that's not such thing as
There's,
crazy.
there's a little good crazy.
Hasta que ella no se jarte de ti o tú te jarte de ella, then you're gonna find out it's bad crazy.
I mean, not that you get that clarity, bro.
Like, yo, ¿y qué yo hice? ¿Para qué yo hice esta vaina?
Post nut clarity.
Yo. Oh, that's another thing. You should, masturbate before you're doing the act, before you have sex.
Or before you go out with somebody.
Yeah.
To, like, know if you really like
Yeah,
them.
if you really like them, to get that post-nut clarity right there.
Yeah, you got to do that shit late at night because those late night texts is like you up,
Oh.
you in a different zone at that time. So you gotta rub one out first before you even send out that text. No, pero es verdad porque es verdad. Like, bro, you don't want to invite crazy
Nah.
thinking, oh diablo, yo estoy
That is true.
pa esto.
Papá Dios.
What's the latest you guys have like receive a late night text and just like head out like fuck it, I'm out. I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna go handle my business.
Como las 3:30,
I was gonna say 3.
bro.
Yeah.
Y esa vaina, yeah, no.
I remember in
¿Y qué fue?
I remember in high school. I had school the next day. Picked her up around 1. Took her back home around 4. And got up.
El diablo,
got-
espérate,
got-
¿cómo así?
Got home. Yeah.
3 horas.
No, but
como hora y media o 2 horas y después la hora para
Yeah.
llevarla para atrás.
Yeah.
¿Qué tanto tráfico había?
No,
Papá,
like
si era a las 4 de la mañana no había
no,
tráfico.
in the traffic, but like it was like it's just like
Y como media hora.
No, yo no,
no,
dije media hora.
no, but that's just the whole time that lasted. But you can. Me das solo. No, but like I think that's the latest of it. Like, yeah, like 1 and 1 a.m. to like 4, and then take it back home,
Nah, I can't do that.
and then fucking went to school the next morning. Yeah.
Like nothing happened.
Yeah,
That was like in high
said that
school?
mañana was on my bus stop, waiting for my bus.
Wait, that was like in high school?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Bro,
God damn. Wait, how far was this person?
Not far.
What do you call not far?
Next town over.
Okay, so my boy, 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
no.
You said
No, I mean,
Tú eres un gondro. El diablo, ¿qué tú estás diciendo todo este tiempo?
no, not that. We did. We definitely fell asleep in the fucking. Fucking tired, nigga.
Oh,
Shit.
you just get tired.
What?
Now, you not tired enough to go over there.
Who was the big spoon and the little spoon?
I don't remember that shit. That shit was so fucking that long ago. Yo no me acuerdo, loco. But yeah, definitely sometimes like you get those late texts and you're like, whoa. Lo hago o no lo hago? Sometimes you're like, nah, I'm not in the mood. I'm just
Bro,
gonna.
hay algunas veces que...
Como dijo Arcángel, if the booty is like more than an hour away, lo que es loco.
No vale la pena.
Lo que es loco.
Bro, it's there. Bro, you don't know how many...
Yo.
You would be surprised how many times you save yourself the trouble by just going
Staying at
ahead
home.
and just...
Fuck a pillow.
And
Hump it, bro. Hump it. Hump that fucking pillow.
Yo,
No, it's not a hump. He fucked the pillow.
You put a hole in the pillow? Or you just,
no, it's a regular pillow.
I'm legit curious right now.
Bro,
You just put a
You
hole.
fold it in half, or they just
look,
leave it?
This is the pillow, right? This
Yeah,
is me.
yeah.
It's just this.
You just jump it on the
And
pillow,
it- bro,
up and
and
down.
bro,
So
it
you're
works.
humping a pillow.
Yes. But then eventually it starts to work. It
I'm
starts
like,
to work.
whoa, ¿qué es esto?
You
man?
just humping a pillow.
I'm still like...
But
just
it's weird though, because like if
dumbfounded.
you actually like try to do it, like, this is mad weird. Like you're on top
Is
of a
that,
pillow.
bro?
It's mad fucking weird.
Like all you're doing is tapping it.
Yeah.
Like you're like yeah. That's it. And then it works.
Wake
Bro,
up.
it works. Bro, that should change your life. If you don't drug off for like 2 weeks, oh my god.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
What's the longest you guys gone without jerking off?
No, not November.
You did the whole month, nigga?
I done the whole month.
Jesus.
I would say about a month or so.
My longest was when I was in boot camp, those 3 months.
3 months.
I didn't at all, yeah.
Like, we're talking masturbating or ejaculating?
Masturbating.
Yeah, because wet dreams don't count.
Yo,
What?
hablando de eso.
Yeah, like that.
Bro. When y'all, just speaking,
He better say some nice shit.
This dude.
Like, the first time I had a wet dream, bro, that shit felt so real. I woke up the next day thinking I peed myself. Bro, I didn't know what the fuck happened. I just was having a sex dream.
¿Cómo así?
Bro, literally you're having a dream and you're fucking in the dream.
It feels real.
And bro, when I tell you that shit felt amazing in the dream, and then I woke up the next day,
You were like, damn, you can't.
bro. Pero it's like a sensation that you never that you feel, but it's like something different in a sense. I don't know how to explain it, but
It's
that
called
shit,
a wet dream.
that shit just feels
Yeah, it feels real.
different, bro.
It feels real, but
You guys got any like multiple times or just like a few?
What?
Like in your life or like
I've had like two
in
my
one
life.
night?
No. Oh, yeah.
No,
yo voy a decir, tú eres un vicioso.
No, en mi vida.
Un
Dios.
vicioso.
Man.
Wow.
Tú te aceleras.
No, pero era una
Cause
pregunta.
it's like
porque, ajá.
access. Cause I've done it. Like if I don't jerk off for like a month, like it has like a higher probability of it happening.
Yeah.
But
I can
maybe
see
because I
that.
jerk off too much.
I can see that.
Maybe
Like,
because I jerk off too much.
Bro,
Eh.
isn't that bad though to do that too much?
Well,
To jerk off?
I heard it was good for your prostate.
That's literally what I.
That could be a rumor though.
Now Harvard study. Harvard study.
Yo, they say if you do it, you're gonna live longer. Study, bro.
Bro.
Scientists.
And then I also heard that you could go blind from it too.
Blind.
Oh, yeah, that was. I've
Blind?
heard that. I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Maybe go
Apparently,
blind.
apparently, you can go deaf too.
Go deaf.
Like short term.
Bueno, ya tuviera sueldo. Ya.
Short term.
And
Short
then
term.
also supposedly you get like a hairy palm or some shit like that. That's a
Yo,
myth.
what-
You can't grow
that's a
hair
myth.
on your
That-
palms.
bro,
What you been reading
It's a
this shit
saying.
for?
It's a saying.
Hairy palm.
Yo,
Hairy
never-
palms is
never-
crazy.
never
Nah,
heard that shit.
that's what they used to say like in churches and shit like that.
Jesús. Yo no voy a esa iglesia.
Eso fue lo-
Harry Palm.
Hairy
Pero-
palms is crazy.
I never heard that one before, bro.
Do y'all remember sex ed in school? Did y'all ever?
I remember to this day, bro. That shit was hairy as fuck. In school, bro, they showed us the whole video of like
Yeah.
Nah,
Oh, the
shit-
birth?
yeah.
At first, I didn't know where he was going.
Yeah,
with it. More context. Let me let him finish. I can
Hairy
get
I remember that shit. That shit was 6th grade, bro. And they put a video. Oh, we're gonna show you guys the video today about like life.
Oh.
Yeah,
I just got a little flashback.
I saw I remember the video where they show the female giving birth, bro. That baby came out so easily.
Bro, it
went
was
like,
exactly, that's exactly what just popped up into my head. Like a fucking slip and slide. Y toda la vaina que salió del cuello, I was like, "El diablo."
suavecito.
Eso, Dios mío.
Nah, I remember the first day that the first class that we had for sex ed in high school. The teacher, they literally was like, "All right, I'm gonna hand out paper to you guys. Write down anything that you want to ask. Tell me why most of the questions were all about butt sex. Talking about,
Oh, y'all some freaks.
they were asking, can you get pregnant from having anal sex?
This is high school?
Yeah.
This was what?
It's fucked up, 'cause, like,
no,
my-
not the 90s. This would be like what, early 2000s?
God damn, nigga, how old? You?
The 90s.
Bro, the 90s, bro. I started high school in 04, bro. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, early 2000s. That's what I said.
Diablo.
Yo no me estaba preguntando.
Ya llámame viejo ya.
Bueno, tú te lo dices ya.
Fuck. But
I graduated high school in 2010.
Well, think about it. At that time period, in the area that you was living in, a lot of Catholics, they listen, and tú sabes.
all butt sex.
Ajá.
Well, that's fucked up.
Pa que se mantengan.
But that's. I went to a Catholic high school, and that's the same questions. They were asking about butt sex, like, can you get pregnant from butt sex? Can you do
Yeah, because they still keep their virginity, quote unquote.
That ain't.
Nah.
You ain't keeping your virginity. You still having
Okay,
sex.
obviously, pero that's how their little loopholes. if you
Nah,
will.
that ain't no loophole. That
tells you can't
bro,
have anal sex.
anything that's sexual is sex. Oral, butt, vagina, toe,
Pillow.
pillow.
The Donald's is gonna be a pillow.
Seriously.
The pillow. I'll bring the pillow next week.
Keep that shit out.
Lávala.
So wait, this is a question. This is a question that I have to ask you. Have either you or your mom grabbed the pillow by mistake and like laid your head on it, or like do you
Do you use protection with the pillow?
Seriously.
Bro, I cover the pillow.
Do you buy a dinner? Do you buy a dinner first?
No, but what do you like? So you cover the pillow,
Yo,
like
you got
plastic,
some-
like a plastic
He's
cover,
still
right?
stuck on the pillow.
Bro, I've never heard that shit before.
either,
Bro, you see it on website. People just masturbate with the pillow.
No.
It's like a reverse fleshlight, almost like instead of a fleshlight, it's like a pillow.
Yeah.
Don't talk about this.
Please explain.
I'm
the
learning so
engineer-
much about y'all two today.
Please explain the engineering behind that one. Come on, reverse flashlight. Come on. son.
I don't know. Nah, I just said that shit just to say some shit.
No, there's something behind it. Dilo.
Nah. Get you with it.
Anybody here ever had a flashlight?
No,
Nah.
I never had
'Cause I
one.
always wanted to buy one, but I'm like, damn, which one should I get?
Oh, like the
Yeah.
yeah, no.
Like,
Like-
should I get the one that's like the blow job or the?
Oh my god.
You wanted to talk about this
Tú
topic.
querías empezar con esto.
querías hablar con
I told
esto.
you, let's
It's
bring
a
something
good
up.
topic.
querías hablar
That's
de
it. Fuck it, it's a good topic.
Tú querías hablar de esto?
We're gonna get some
Nah,
laughs out
because
of
some
this.
of them are like based off of acts. Like, oh, this is her mouth.
Or this is her part.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, should I get the mouth?
I think you go with the pillow.
Yeah,
Stay with
stick
the
to
pillow.
Yeah, I think you've had enough fun with the pillow.
Does it have a name?
Let's put question. So let's say you find out that your significant other or the person you're seeing is doing OnlyFans. You stay with her? You break it off? You wouldn't
What
care?
kind of
Well, I was just
Yeah,
about
what
to
kind?
ask because OnlyFans can be used for stuff that's not sex. It's just
Yeah,
a lot
true.
of people use it obviously for.
But this one will be for sex.
This is what we say. Yeah. Okay, let's scale it up. Let's start feet pics.
Feet pics. I'm
I
throwing
don't
my
mind.
feet in the fucking pile.
I want some money too.
If it's just the feet, vamos
Yeah.
de pie.
Yeah, okay. Then
Anything after that, boy.
lingerie pics.
Te fuiste
Yeah,
a pique.
nah.
Goodbye.
It depends how much she making. How much she making?
300 grand.
A month?
It's just like, what?
He's taking the pictures.
Baby,
I'll buy
That angle's not good, baby.
ponte así. Manalga, por favor.
Yo te compro la cámara para que salgan las fotos mejores. Yo.
Like 300,000 a month? And just pictures?
300,000 a year.
Nah, it's too little.
They can make more in a month.
Pero
They get, all right. Then you go to the full on
es
flesh,
que para ti es que no.
sex scenes and all that shit. And
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
nah, absolutely not, bro.
So you would
Feet and that's it.
So let's say you're with her, and then she started doing that shit.
The feet?
No, like lingerie. Let's put lingerie. Put in lingerie. Let's say you guys are in a tight spot, whatever, and to help around the house and shit. She
Probably sell drugs.
Yeah.
No, de
That ass-
verdad.
I'll find another way.
I'll figure it out. I
can't
can
see
thug it out, dog.
I can't
another
see. I
job.
can't see
I
myself
would
doing it.
like, yeah, no. My wife? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
No.
I can't see myself doing that. Like
Feet is fine because like feet. Well, I don't understand the foot fetish.
yeah, I don't know.
Sorry if I'm,
Bro,
you know.
I don't
but
like
some nasty.
you know,
There's some
the-
nasty.
I don't understand the fucking thing. I'll put my feet on that bitch. I don't give a fuck. Y'all want me to put fucking pink toenail polish?
it'd be
on me?
na-
Bro,
Well,
you imagine you be on the website. Diablo, eso piensa pa.
Nah,
Yeah,
yeah, the
nah.
whole king. There be people that be eating burgers off people's toes.
Yeah,
Yeah, there be some. Yo, the internet is there's some wild
sick
shit
people
out
out there, bro.
Some wild shit.
Isn't that Rule 34? If you could like anything is like a porn. Like if you think about it, it's probably a porn.
What?
Like Rule 34 of the internet. Like
Yeah.
anything you can think
I
about.
think
What the hell is
There's
Rule
pro-
34?
Yeah, that's a Reddit.
anything you
that's
can
a
think about.
subreddit for that shit.
Bro,
Rule
there-
34.
There's people that like any.
What?
little-
I'm just as lost as you, bro.
Yo.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
If you can think about it, there's probably a porn made out of it.
Yeah.
Anything you can think about it. Anything you can think of.
La Biblia. Que lean la Biblia.
There's
Porn about the Bible.
All right.
Have you guys seen the video? You probably go. Oh, guys have the 2 girls 1 cup video.
Oh my
Nope.
God.
I've never
You
seen
never
it.
seen it? You never
Oh
seen
my
that?
God.
I've
Yo.
heard it. I've heard
my
about it, and I heard what it
Yo.
entails, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
I didn't know what it was. They just sent me a link.
Did you watch it? Did you watch it for its entirety?
Hell no. Once I realized what the fuck was going on, I fucking cleared the history.
Nah.
Todo. Yo, I restarted the
First-
computer.
Elvis hasta botó la computadora.
No la que me mira, güey, porque es grande.
Yo, first time I saw that shit, I was on Uvu with friends.
Bro.
Oval days.
Yo, y ese desgraciado, bro. He put it on his phone and he just put it in the camera. I got a glimpse. I probably got half a second to look at it, and I fucking
Was it
gagged.
that bad?
You never seen it?
You never seen it?
Huh?
Enséñaselo.
No, I'm not doing that.
Like the music is ingrained in my fucking head.
Oh, nah, I don't remember that
it's
much.
like
I heard they died too.
I don't know if they
Shit,
I
they
think-
would die.
Yeah, after eating all that shit.
What's the other one? What's the other one? Like 2 guys in a hammer or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yo,
what?
one
I
guy,
never
1
seen-
yard.
What?
Yo, wait, espérate.
Nah, but
What are
that's the
y'all
one that I
talking
saw.
about,
That
bro?
was wild. You saw that one?
No.
One guy went. Well, he stuck a. There's a guy. He stuck a jar up his ass. Well, no, but the bad thing ended up breaking. Bro, so it was just mad butter. I'm like, bro, what is this?
He gets that.
Like, I had a computer when I was like 10. I'm like, bro, I shouldn't have a computer.
Yeah. Your parents should have put parental locks on anything that you had your hands on.
Now I know y'all some fucking freaks. My kids ain't getting computers till they're 30.
Start clicking on links.
Fuck out of here.
But outside of
The
that,
internet is very wild.
Yeah,
outside of that, within our own culture, like the Dominican culture, what's something you wish that was talked about more openly as far as just like sex in general? Because I think in the Dominican culture, in a family, parents really don't talk to their kids about like sex.
I had
like,
the sex talk with my dad.
how extensive was that sex talk?
How was that?
It was, I mean,
Like, what did he like?
first
the
off,
person
he was a little drunk.
Nah.
No.
Then that's not a real sex talk.
It was.
Okay,
Nah, I don't care.
It was.
that don't count.
Not like drunk, but like he had a couple drinks in him. He wasn't
Oh,
drunk.
he was nervous. He was like,
No, but
He needed some
liquid courage.
yeah, liquid courage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. I mean, for me, it was a little weird.
What was the conversation like?
Yeah, because I never had the sex talk.
Me
with my
neither.
dad.
Oh, no, I
Me
did.
neither.
It was like, are you being sexually active? Which at that point I wasn't. I was like fucking 12, 13.
I'd be like, why the fuck you asking me, bro?
That was exactly my
Papá,
thought.
papá, en estos tiempos los carajitos están
No.
dando para abajo early.
Bro.
No, but imagine like getting that question from your dad out of nowhere.
I would,
Yeah.
I would, to be honest with you, I would have preferred it than learning it from
On your own.
outside.
Yeah. Definitely.
I would.
I would agree. I would agree.
You want to know what my sex talk was?
No la preñe.
Ten cuidado.
No la preñe.
Yeah. I didn't
That's
get,
all.
I didn't
That's
get,
all I
Cuidado, that's all you
I
got?
didn't, I didn't even get a sex talk.
Damn.
I just figured that shit out.
And the
myself.
follow up was, if you do get a girl pregnant, you on your own.
Yeah,
Damn.
That was it. That was literally it.
bro.
You've been through some shit.
Yeah.
Nah, my dad was very.
Y'all gotta
strict
watch.
on
You gotta watch the Cat Williams special, bro. You gotta learn that dismount, bro. That dismount. You gotta learn
What are you talking about, bro?
Yo, watch the special, bro.
The dismount.
Your dismount, bro. You gotta learn.
It sounds
that
like when
dismount,
Angel
bro.
gets off the pillow.
He gets it, though.
But seriously,
I gotta-
what was the talk about? Like,
So
what-
he asked me if I was sexually active at that time, which I wasn't. And then we talked about protection and you got to be careful who you're talking to, who you're hanging out with, and that was pretty much it.
Bro, did y'all use
Like, it wasn't
condoms?
nothing crazy.
Because every time I ask people if they use condoms, they sound offended almost.
nah.
Come on,
Like, how you using condoms? Like, yeah.
what people you be asking?
But you know.
There you go. There's your answer.
don't know, explícame.
There's your answer. Now you know why.
But have you guys used it or like?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've used it. I've used it
Huh?
before. I don't
I'm
like
saying,
it.
but how long till like you like maybe for the first time I don't need it this time.
Nah.
Depends. Like after a while, like fuck this shit. But
Nah.
What
At
is
first,
after a while?
it took-
What is
it took-
after a while?
It took me a few years for me to be like, all right, let me try without it with like a significant person. It wasn't like I was just randomly like, oh, no more condoms. I'm fucking everything. No. It was literally, no, pero es verdad.
un hombre de respeto.
Es verdad, like,
¿Cómo fue que tú dijiste ahorita?
I'm gonna be honest, this is Bomba'to, right?
No, not you. I'm talking about Manny.
Oh, no.
Yeah, que tú eres un perro.
Ya.
No, yo no soy perro.
Imagínate.
Yo no soy
Lo dije
perro.
suave. Lo dije suave.
Ten cuidado.
Lo dije suave.
Nah, like you just have to know who you're messing with. Like you
I
can't
agree.
just
Yeah, that's
randomly
facts.
with.
That's
Yeah.
facts. That's facts.
But how long? I know you said like it takes a while for you. What is a while?
Shit. I don't know. Let's see.
Math.
Yeah.
Right, like, I would say late 20s or somewhere around there.
No.
Oh, like at all?
No.
No, I mean, like-
I
but
meant
like-
like how many months or
Yeah, well, like,
weeks.
if you're, like,
of
with the
you
same
With the
person?
person.
Oh, if it's like if
If it's with the same person within like, I guess, because a lo primero, está esa fiebre. Tú sabes. De que fuá. Entonces,
Conejito, we get
In the
it.
beginning, also, there's that
we get it,
fear
but-
of like you getting her pregnant in the beginning.
Yeah. But that's the thing. You have to like make sure you doing it with the right
I
person.
got a story for that one.
Okay.
But I'll save it for
But
Put a pin on that. Let him finish
like,
and then we got
I would say like a few months with the same person, like a few months. Then you
2 months,
Yeah, I would say
3 months.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would
When
say.
you get to know the girl's personality, you know, when you get that that connection, you know.
Quien lo ve lo compra.
Ya lo compraron.
You get that connection, you're like, yo estoy libre.
Diablo, pero este tipo.
No, but like, is it? Because I've heard this like for the girl, they say, "Oh, para mí se siente igual." I don't see the difference. I don't feel the difference.
There you go. Right. Bro, it feels like a million hands just caressing you.
Yo, pero qué es esto? Y tú no querías hablar de la otra semana. Tú no querías. ¿Y qué mierda era que tú tenías?
This is a different topic. This is something I can talk about freely.
Te noto más suelto en este topic.
This
Te
is
noto
something I
más.
can talk about freely because I know about this.
Pero lo de la semana pasada de Free
No,
Con, la misma
no sé
vaina.
nada. No, I've never been to one of those.
Me dijeron que tú estabas ahí.
I've never been to one of those.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Nah, but yeah.
Nah, go ahead. Tell your story.
About what? The pregnancy scare?
Oh, no. I don't know what it was about. You said I had a story about
No,
that.
about the pregnancy scare.
Oh, let's
Well,
hear
I
it.
can talk about that. So this was my first year in high school.
Damn, boy, you unwrapped the first year in high school?
No. So I was with my girlfriend at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was at her house.
How long?
How long? What?
Like, girlfriend
Oh, we were together probably about like 2-3 months.
at that point?
Yeah,
Okay.
but we were using protection though.
Mm-hmm.
And we were doing it. Blah blah blah. Like a week and a half later, she texted me. She's like, "Yo, I missed my period."
Bueno. The words that a man never wants to hear unless they are married.
Pero you want to know?
And even then, sometimes that shit is scary.
You want to know how old I was?
16?
14, no?
14.
El Pipo.
Freshman in high school,
Freshman
right?
year?
Bro.
Y tú pensando, diablo, papi me dijo que sí. Es
cuidado.
solo que botar para afuera.
That was literally my whole mindset throughout that whole entire time. I was sitting there. I was like, yo, what
And
the
you were
fuck?
using protection?
Yeah.
Did it break?
I have no fucking idea.
Did you puncture a hole?
Was this her first time too?
Yeah.
Probably that.
Yeah.
So, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo.
I'm
what
out the house. I
I'm
gotta
like,
get a
Bro,
job.
I didn't know what the fuck to do. So I'm just sitting here, bro. I've never been so like out of it for 2 weeks. And bro,
Entonces estaba de que diablo. Se queda en el carro pensando.
No, el carro. 14 años, el tigre caminaba. Era caminaba.
Él se iba para el parque, y le daba las 3 vueltas al parque.
bro, you know
¿Qué yo voy a hacer
the
en
bus
esa
that takes you all around through Rutgers
Uh-huh.
in New Brunswick?
How many times you ride that
Bro,
shit?
I rode that shit like 14 times. Just sitting there, just like trying to figure out what the fuck to do.
Pensando.
Y cuando ella me mandó, she sent me a text like during that time. She was like, "Yo, I got a pregnancy test," and she was like, "I got my period, but it was spotty," and she was like, "You could still get pregnant through that because she had asked somebody." She got the pregnancy test. She did it. When I got that text saying we're good, bro, yo no brinco alto. I felt like Michael Jordan that day.
Bro.
Dude probably said, I'm not having sex again
Air
for
Jordan,
at least
bro.
a month.
Air Jordan. Bro.
That was about a week or so. But nah, bro, that shit is a scary.
You know the fucked up thing is like, yeah, you get the scare, right? Y después que pasa eso, de que, oh, you're not pregnant.
You forget about it.
Y dígame otra vez, bueno,
Let's run it back.
Yeah, let's run it back. No pasó nada.
I promise I will never do it again.
Vamos a celebrar. Ya que tú no estás.
But nah, bro, that shit was scary, bro.
But I think for you, it was like more scary at the age that you were at.
You imagine at 14, that kid
Yeah,
would
that's-
have probably been in their 20s now.
Jesus.
God damn, when you put it that way, brother,
They would have been in their 20s.
That's
Would have been like,
would have been my homie.
damn.
They would have been probably older than y'all.
no.
No.
Nah.
Todo loco.
Or at least y'all age.
No.
No.
Como que
No. 2004, you said. So let's say the baby would have been for 2005, January,
They would have been
por ejemplo.
20.
We were in 20.
We were already like 5, 6.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
It would have been 20.
Y'all been early uncles.
Damn.
Eso.
Yeah.
I would have had to probably dropped out of high school and got
Damn,
a
at
job.
14
No
too.
podcast.
Crazy,
No
bro.
podcast.
No
Yeah,
packet.
what would have happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
do
There's a
you
lot
think you would be right now?
That's a lot of what ifs, bro.
Probably working at a factory.
That's crazy.
You probably have more kids too.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, that shit was.
Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
that shit was life
there was
over.
kids. There was people in middle school. I remember people having kids.
Yeah, they-
bro.
Yeah,
There-
they used to show
there's
'em.
people that have kids very young, but bro, that shit is like
Like I'm talking about like 11, 12 years old.
you got to be a different breed to have kids that young, cause like
that shit happens.
No,
bro.
I don't
no,
want
It
no, no, no.
happens.
But like I know shit happens, but I'm saying like what after shit happens, you have to be a different breed to have kids at that
You
age.
just thinking like, where were
Because-
the parents? Yeah.
Bro.
Bro, shit happens. The parents are probably working.
I'll be very honest.
most
now.
likely.
I'll be honest. Like nowadays, like that's why I asked about like the sex ed. Like now, a lot of schools are teaching abstinence instead of teaching kids about.
That's
safe
in the
sex.
South. It's not here.
No, but there's a lot that they prefer teaching that versus
That's
teaching you
stupid.
safe sex. Bro, there's a lot of kids nowadays that don't even know what a condom is. Like,
Yeah,
look at
that's-
the high school.
Bro, that's mad dumb. Like in my opinion, that's mad dumb. Like
Pero-
for schools to do
but-
some shit like that.
But look, oh yeah, of course.
That's like saying, oh, no te tires de ahí. Fuck, what the fuck you want to do?
How do you feel about
Yo me voy
the
a tirar.
schools in general teaching the kids?
What about sex?
Yeah.
I would prefer them to teach them because
Yeah,
you're
I agree
more
with that.
prepared. You're more prepared as a young person to understand the risks that are presented when you have sex with somebody.
If you think about it, school's giving you a study guide on how to do it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
pretty
would.
much.
I
I mean,
would,
but they also show the consequences.
Would you prefer hypothetically? Would you prefer your kid learning from somebody that doesn't know outside versus somebody that's educated
yeah, I
in
mean,
the
yeah,
subject
you
and is
prefer-
teaching you the proper way? What are the consequences that could happen? What diseases are out there?
Yeah.
Bro, that gonorrhea picture is still in my fucking head. That shit is burned into my head.
Bro.
Yeah, I don't
That's
even want to
true.
think about that.
Fuck that shit.
Like, do y'all feel that sex was a taboo like growing up? And
Absolutely.
I feel like it still is. It still is.
I feel that it's more open now than it
Nah,
was.
bro.
I mean,
I heard my
I
dad
bet
say a
it
sex
depends.
joke the other day, and I was like, what the fuck? I've never heard this man ever talk like this before. What is he saying?
Because
Es que ya tú eres viejo, un hombre casado.
like
ya
parents,
tú entiendes.
Bomba'to.
like parents,
Open doors.
they never really spoke about it. With
You feel like is that a more like a Hispanic thing, like to be more
reserved.
about sex
Bro,
with
now
the
that
kid?
you say that,
Because like I feel like
I got
Oh.
a story.
Go ahead.
Dile, dale.
Bro, I was in middle school, and this one girl that I was talking to at the time me invitó para un sleepover.
Ande el diablo. Would you let your kids?
Hell no.
Nah, bro.
No.
Yo, I had
At
to
least
hit
we're
her.
all
With,
on the same page.
I had to hit her with the yo, sweetie, like
Yo no soy así.
los padres míos son dominicanos. They're not having that.
Yeah,
No, pero que cuarto separado. I'm like, bro,
that don't mean shit.
they're not having that, bro. What the hell?
That's another thing, right? Like with Hispanic parents, sleepover, ni le pregunto.
Nah.
Never.
Ni le pregunto, loco.
Never.
You wanna know my sleepovers?
Angel's house. Yeah, that's how it literally was. Like, I never slept over a friend's house. Well, I slept over friends' houses when I was an adult. Like if
Yeah,
like
pero
we
que
were
ya tú eres
going,
grande.
yeah, like if we were going out and like it was late and people were drunk and we didn't want to drive,
Yeah.
we would sleep over somebody's house.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But as a kid,
Yeah,
bro,
no,
I
never.
never asked. I didn't even fathom thinking of asking, like, yo, can I go sleep over at a friend's house?
Bro,
no.
when that girl hit me with that, you think I asked my parents?
No.
Hell no.
Bueno.
Hell no.
The only person's house that I used to sleep over was Jordani's house. And
I
that's
mean,
it.
and it's the same shit.
That's it.
Because y'all the similar age.
Outside of that,
primo, that's
nobody else's house.
it. Yeah, that makes sense.
No. Not even worth asking, bro.
Yeah, it's okay. It was like we're guys, so like we have more freedom, you know, and like not for nothing, being a Latino man, like, you know, you get away with more stuff than being a
The
Latino
saying
woman.
is, uno nunca sabe.
Pero yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah.
They was not doing the sleepover thing.
Yeah.
No.
And going back to just like the sex talk, like a lot of the Hispanic parents, I feel that they have a tough time talking to their kids about that. Because like I said, like for me, I never really had that sex talk with my parents. Like all the shit that I learned was either from hearing it or just experiencing it myself. Like
for me, when it came to me fucking around with this one girl in high school, all it took was my dad to be like, "Yo, ¿qué te estás haciendo?" That's all it took. I was like, you know what? You're right. Y de ahí mismo.
It was like, you know what?
That's all it took. That's all it took.
You're right. Tú tienes razón.
Did you ever have the sex talk with your parents?
I feel like I had it with my dad, but I don't really remember it like that. Because I feel like it just happened like that.
I
it
never
didn't
had
really...
the flat out
That shit was mad
conversation.
awkward.
Yeah,
though.
mine was literally like
just,
out of nowhere.
It was out of nowhere. Like I wasn't expecting that. We weren't even.
I feel like they don't know how
To have that
conversation because they never had
think
it.
about. Okay, pero espérate, think about it. How you gonna have that with your kids?
It's
That's
tough.
just
It's a
tough.
tough
It's tough.
conversation,
It's a tough
but
conversation,
you need
but-
to have it with them.
No, absolutely. But I'm saying like you don't know where to
Tú
start.
te imaginas que you're a dad, right? And your kid walks into the room. Y dice, siéntate aquí. Y tú le sacas un panfleto. ¡Fua!
El diablo.
Like, syphilis, gonorrhea.
No, fuck around.
Don't do it like
Mira.
that. You gonna scar the kid.
Si tú eres un sucio, mira, esto se te va a poner así. Se te va a poner así, se te va a poner así, se te va a poner así.
Ten cuidado.
Pórtate bien.
Yo.
Y that's it. You just walk away.
Nah, I think for me it's gonna be harder with having a daughter
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
because for them there's a lot that goes into it.
Bro.
I'll be honest.
It would be easier
there's-
to have a conversation with a boy, but I'm gonna have to have that conversation with her, whether it's with me and Millie together talking to her. But I feel that Millie will have an easier time talking to her.
That's all I'm
I was just about.
Yeah,
no.
like,
I was just about to
I'm
say.
gonna just sit there. I'm gonna just be like, yeah.
What she said.
What she said.
No. I'll be honest. Like, if I end up having a daughter, yes, my wife will do the sex talk, but I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna give my side of the sex talk. All men are dogs.
Yeah, to a certain
All
extent.
men are
To a
dogs.
certain extent.
We all dogs. Eso es maldita vaina.
all
we
men,
all dogs.
all men think with their.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah.
dogs. So, I gotta make sure that she knows that shit. No de que, ay, que mami, que tan linda. Nah, fuck out of here. All men are dogs.
Do you feel that like stricter parents make the mistake of prohibiting
Yep.
kids to experience
It's abstinence all over again.
Because you always think like if you let your kids experience things to a certain extent, that they learn from those experiences versus you telling them, no, I don't want you to do this, and then they're gonna want to do it even more.
Bro, let me tell you something. From my experiences growing up, those kids who had the really strict parents, like the straight A students, the involved in whatever the hell, and like everybody knows them, they're the best students in the world, whatever. Bro, once they got that little taste of freedom,
Oh, so we're local.
That's so.
yo, they do the absolute most. Like the
It's
most.
because they don't know either.
Like,
Bro,
I'll give you a simple example, right? Alcohol.
I got a
Drinking.
story.
Underage drinking, right?
That's
Alcohol.
Yo soy dominicano. Bueno, nosotros somos dominicanos. Yeah, alcohol's been around since, like, eso no es nada para nosotros. Oh, toma una cerveza when you're
Bro, I got
13.
my first taste of alcohol at 14.
I'm against that.
Okay, but hear me out. Hear me out.
To be honest with you, I would prefer my kid learning to drink with
At my
me
house.
versus than
Yep.
I
outside and
would
getting
rather-
alcohol poisoning.
I would rather not have them drink at all.
Okay, have fun with that.
Yeah.
Obviously,
I'm gonna let you finish.
no, keep on.
Okay. So, anyways, having these.
¿Y qué pasó? Una mirada y que yo me quedé sorprendido. ¿Qué pasó? Dios mío.
Wow. I love how everybody just looks at it.
Yeah, ¿Y qué pasó?
No, but like I was saying, so, I went to school with some kids who obviously did not have that. Bro, when I tell you, like, shit-faced, dando asco, bro.
Yeah.
I never liked alcohol like that for me to get fucking wasted.
Yeah.
It's cool if you have a drink or two, but nobody's drinking their fucking sorrows away and like, oh, fucking alcohol poisoning. Nah.
I mean, like, when you, at first, if it happens, it happens. But, like,
Yeah.
you keep relying on it. Yeah, I agree with that. And
Look at that. I think they've got like shit face, like vomiting y todo, like once or twice.
It happened to me once, never
I
again.
used to do
Yeah,
it
like-
all the time.
No, it only certain like if I were,
¿Cómo fue que tú dijiste? ¿Tú eres un-
No, él lo sabe, ya él lo
Oh, él
sabe.
lo
No, I know who I was when I was younger.
well, we've all had
I
like,
used
Who
to.
are you?
I was a dog.
Oh.
no, but we all
I
had,
used-
Yo suena mejor.
No, I had my fun. I used to go out all the time. I used to party. I used to drink. I used to do.
no, but think
No,
that
but-
we've all had it, even when in our older age in terms of like when
No.
we had like a moment where we were like really bad.
You know what's crazy?
I never had
Nah,
that.
I've only gotten like drunk like that once, and
When?
I didn't do it again.
When was the ones?
You remember when we went? Diablo, pero fue con ustedes.
It was definitely
Fue con ustedes.
What?
Cuando?
Fue con ustedes. Ustedes se recuerdan la noche que fuimos para
that was the only time you did it.
February. It was February because I remember we had a bad snowstorm and like the ground was still icy. We went to Stuff's. And I had two
the bowls,
I
the
had
fish
two
bowls.
bowls by myself, and then Rosie didn't finish hers, so I finished hers too. Never
Oh,
again.
I wasn't there for that one.
Era con ustedes, pues yo me terminé el dedo.
I remember
Tú
the
estabas
story.
ahí.
I remember
Tú
the
estabas
story.
ahí.
You
Tú
left
estabas ahí.
your.
Y tú estabas ahí también.
Tú dejaste el carro tuyo
No,
parqueado.
yo llamé a las
yeah.
mujeres.
Yeah,
Yo
I
llamé a
remember,
las
yeah,
mujeres
yeah, I
que me
remember.
vinieran a buscar.
Yeah, I remember. Tú
Because
llamaste
I
a la
wasn't
hermana
driving.
tuya para que te vengan a
Yeah,
buscar.
nah, bro. I was, bro.
Después de was done.
I don't get drunk
Because
anymore.
what I thought about,
Two
listen,
drinks and I'm done.
yo lo pensé, I could drive home, I'm 5 minutes away, or I could just have my sisters pick me up and not kill someone on the way home.
Yeah,
Que Dios no
responsible
lo
thing to
quiera.
do. Uno nunca sabe.
Right? So yeah, I called my sister. I texted them and I was like, yo, here's my location. Come pick me up.
Bro.
I remember Rosie was screaming and you were screaming. That was
Oh yeah, because you were walking away.
I was bro. That shit sounded
I
like, you know when you
Bro,
leave the club and,
bro. No.
and you be here igualito. Yo tenía un maldito humo.
Bro, Rosie estaba loco. Yo, she was gone.
Yeah,
bro.
Rosie was gone too.
She
And
was
mind you, she
gone.
only had half.
Yo, she
I had
was
2.5.
gone, bro. She was
No,
wild.
but
she was laughing,
she's
bro,
like that,
laughing.
Bro, yeah, laughing.
Yeah.
Nah, them shits is strong.
Your wife, when she gets a little intoxicated, she's woo.
Yeah, I know.
She's out there.
Was it like I know I gotta handle it?
Yeah,
I got
multiple times.
I got this. It's in the wraps.
Yo, nah, my favorite though, again at Stuff's. This time you were there.
Oh,
Yo, we gotta go back to stuff, bro.
Yo,
Yo, you good for it?
the sports when we were doing the
Fantasy
the
baseball.
fantasy baseball, and he was letting the computer pick his
maldito
picks.
chino, ellos saben.
No, you don't sabe.
Bro, this guy.
Did he end up
yo,
winning too?
He did.
Sin
Yo.
hacer nada.
Okay. Shit faced as hell. We got out of Stuff's and this guy goes, Diablo, tengo un deseo de un Black and Mild. Se fue a the corner store that's in
Oh,
front.
yeah.
And he bought a fucking Black and Mild. Smoked that shit on the way to my car. I'm like, bro. I'm like, Ellie, what are we going to do with him? You know what he did? Luckily que él tenía el backseat para el solo. Se tiró como un maldito perro. Así a boca
Knocked
arriba.
out.
And I'm like, yo, there's no way this kid knocked out on my backseat. Mind you, he's living, 2 blocks away?
Yeah.
It wasn't even a 2-minute car ride. My boy was knocked out. Out.
You remember the Poconos?
Yeah, that's the only story.
Bro, you know, that's not even the worst. The worst time I did it was in Cancun. We were coming back from the strip, and it was with a group. I didn't remember this. I ended up knocking out at a bus stop, and then they ended up walking like 2-3 minutes until they realized that they left me behind, and I literally just.
To be honest with you, my worst blackout was my 21st birthday. To this day, I still don't remember exactly what happened.
Oh, no, I've
that
never
night.
blacked out. Bro.
No, like I blacked
didn't
out to the
black out.
point where I don't remember what the fuck happened.
I threw up that night of Stuff's, but I never blacked out. Like, I can tell you exactly what
I
happened.
feel like
Yeah.
I blacked out way too many times. Way more than I should have.
I never. I've thrown up sometimes, like twice, but I never blacked out.
Shit, that was the New Year's party
Yeah, Jesus.
that me and him went to. Bro, I was in Tia Cristina's car and I was boxed in, bro.
I heard you hit them cars. Pop, pop. I've always heard that
Los
story.
carritos chocones, loco. Los carritos chocones.
You always heard that story.
Yo, I was knocked the fuck out.
But nah, so
Espérate, wait, I got a question for Angel. Okay.
No. Like going back to like the freedom shit, like when you're mad strict, bro. When I first started college, my first year of college, Jesus loco. That freedom, they can no teacher's gonna be like hounding you and shit like that. Like a tu tarea, Jesus. Yo ni iba a clase a veces, loco.
that was
Cuarto botado.
No, that
Pretty
was
much.
me. That was
Pretty
me,
much,
my
bro.
first attempt at
I
college.
feel like the best freedom was when you finally got your license. You could drive a car and you actually drive it.
Bro.
Anyway.
Bro,
That's
oh
the
my
best
God.
feeling.
So,
That's the best feeling, bro.
nah, for me, it wasn't even like that because you guys know I learned with my uncle.
Tú conduciste a los 9 años.
Okay, it wasn't over, pero okay, está bien, whatever. Habladorazo, no pueden negar que eres dominicano, coño.
Él tenía un racetrack en la casa de él. Un
Ahí va el
racetrack.
otro.
Tú eres un hombre rico.
Sí.
Él tenía los carritos de Mario Kart preparados y todo.
I can't talk on
Él
this
tenía,
fucking podcast, bro.
él contrató a Mario para que le fuera a la casa de
Pero
él.
cállese, mis hijos.
Mario.
Ya.
Ya.
Dale.
Coño. A mí se me olvidó lo que iba a decir, coño. Oh, the license.
Yeah.
No se me fue.
Está igual que yo la otra vez.
Bicycle.
Oh, no, I got it. So when I got my license, because driving to me was so normal. Like, I wanted to get my license for my 17th birthday. Like, I knew, sorry, what is it, 16th, the permit? Yeah, 17th. I knew that I had to get my license then because I just needed that freedom. After I got it, literally, I went to the test, lo pasé, drove home, and mami goes, tiene la licencia. Ya está
Llévame
contento.
allí.
Da. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's cool. And then she goes, pero tú como que no estás contento, ¿y qué fue? And I'm like, mami, en realidad yo nada más quería la licencia, pero sí yo tengo mi licencia. But like, it wasn't all that.
Well, you've been
Could
doing
I
it
go
for a
and
while.
could I go and do shit by myself? Yeah, absolutely. And let me tell you, it felt a little weird at first, like with nobody in the car. I'm like, coño, espérate.
Bro,
Here in the States, porque allá no.
te digo la verdad. When I first got my license, driving to high school was the best fucking feeling. You get in the car, you driving up there, you blasting your music, you roll down your windows.
Un
That's it.
desayunito en Dunkin' antes de llegar.
Yo, that senior year, you're driving to high school, everything.
Bro, it was the best feeling ever. Like
Yeah, it
when
was
you
a good-
leave
it was a good
and you
year.
didn't have to wait for the bus.
Bro,
And people were like, yo,
Voy para casa.
can you take me home? Yeah, I got you.
I had early out, bro. I was out at 10:30 every day.
Dame 5 pesos para gasolina.
That's exactly what I used to charge. Bro. That's exactly what I used to charge.
Oh my god, damn, that brings back memories, bro. But just
Wait, let Wilson finish.
oh, go ahead.
Finish what?
With the
That's another video?
not disagreeing with your kids drinking like temprano, like
there's-
showing them the.
There's no need to introduce or to encourage the fact to drink to a kid.
It's not encouraging.
You present
It's-
it to them.
It's presenting it to them, showing them what it is,
For
so
me-
that when they end up at a party and their friends are like, "Here, drink this," they know. Diablo, esto huele fuerte. Déjame yo no alocarme, beberme esto. Oh, pero esto está dulce. Bro, that's how you get
for
fucking
me,
black.
my dad never gave us a drink ever. Till this day, right now, I'm 25. My dad still to this day will not give me a beer. And that's because he was like, tú sabes, uno puede beber, uno puede tener su bebida, pero it was like,
It's not necessary.
it's not necessary.
But that's what we're trying to say. Like introducing your kids to like specific things. Like for example, drinking. I'm gonna show Emmy. I'm gonna be like, listen, there's alcohol. These are the types of alcohols that will do this to you. If you drink beer, this is what happens to you. If you do this is what happens.
Exactly.
Drink responsibly.
And I'm gonna let them taste and smell so that they know
What it is.
what it is.
Because
It's not like I'm
even
gonna
it.
be like, tómate pote, bébete ese pote. No es así.
Not only that,
Not-
you're gonna have that talk with, like, you know, if you're at a party, you gotta be careful.
It's an educational talk.
Like, you know, don't leave your drink by itself.
Yeah,
or, you
bro,
know,
my-
somebody might put some shit in it.
If I have girls, bro,
you know, it's a lot of things. It's
That
not
shit
just
is
about.
hard.
It's not just about like, oh, bébete esto or toma esto.
no,
It's not about that.
enseñándole y explicándole las cosas como son.
Yeah, porque
Como dijo
uno
él.
nunca sabe, porque uno es una persona de bien, but like when they get out of the world,
There's some bad people.
some bad people out there
Yeah,
that, that
absolutely.
will do some fucked up
Fucked up
shit to
shit.
them, and you just want to be
you want them to be cautious.
you
And-
want to be cautious, you want to be ready,
Yeah.
prepared.
Because
Especially
shit.
with girls, bro. Because like the guys, not for nothing, guys are a lot easier, but the girls,
even then, you still have to prepare them for it.
course.
Because
No, of
never know.
course.
Because, like you said, there's a lot of bad people out there that they're willing to do bad shit to
yeah, no,
just
absolutely.
about anybody.
Absolutely. Pero las mujeres son más, like, there's always more shit. And I guess I've had the privilege of being a guy, and like I didn't really think about the shit that girls think about. But like now that my sisters are older, and they kind of like de noche, we're talking, and I'm like, yo, go grab this from the car or whatever. And their thought is, oh, come to the
door.
Ya yo lo hago automáticamente, pero it's like, yeah, come to the door por si acaso. Or like, no, ve tú. And I'm like, thinking like, yo, what the fuck? But then like they explained, and I'm like, yeah, I can see that. Let me go grab whatever it is.
Question though, will you teach your kids about guns, how to shoot?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I want to put, self-defense classes, kickboxing.
I've always said, bro, God forbid you you're ever in a situation where a gun presents itself in front of you, and you just have to know how to handle it to make sure everybody around you're safe, including yourself.
Yeah.
Bro, I 100% agree with showing them how to handle it, even if you don't ever shoot it in your life.
Just know, just know how to use it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with alcohol. Like, it's the same thing with everything, really. It's just to show, educational stuff. Like, no es... Toma esta pistola y...
It's not like a rite of passage. Like, I gave my son a drink.
Yeah.
He's a man
God
now.
forbid, like, let's say I have one in the house.
This is my kid.
My fucking kid.
God forbid I have one in my house, and like I accidentally forgot to put it in a safe, and the kid sees it. The kid's not gonna be like, oh shit, look, a gun. No, the kid's gonna know like, oh shit, that's not good. Let me put it away at least.
Or
let me call dad over and let him handle it.
You know what else I would say in terms of like teaching? I think definitely if you have a kid, we both should know how to swim, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
I feel like that's one thing. Bro, if you don't know how to swim, bro,
Yo me defiendo si me tiran, pero que no me
bro,
tiren.
you gotta learn, bro. You gotta learn.
I'm thinking like a fucking
bro, because imagine like you're just there and you can't go in.
A little bit.
Bro.
I'm jumping in. I'm
Se fueron los dos.
I'm trying to figure out a way to save my kid.
You know what's fucked up, bro? I had a scare when I was little. And from that time, I was like, I gotta learn how to swim. Yo estaba chiquito and I was in the DR. You know those blue tanks de que lo llenan de agua?
Los tanques que mandan de aquí.
Sí, básicamente. Lo llenan de agua y el tío me fue a buscar agua en ese entonces. It was like in the early 2000s, 1990. Yeah, me tiré de cabeza.
Ay, maldito loco de cabeza.
How the fuck do you get out?
Exactly. Yo me estaba ahogando. Y viene y me estaba ahogando. Y I couldn't get out because I was like,
yeah, you're in a fucking tank.
There's no way for you to take yourself.
Yo, I was head first in that motherfucker.
Wait, what? Sorry, I'm continuing.
Yeah, entonces viene el tío mío y me saca por los pies así. Y yo ya vomitando agua y de todo loco. It's from that time I was like, no, I gotta learn how to fucking like swim. And then I learned how to swim, and then I was at a pool, I was swimming in the pool. Y se metió un calambre en los pies.
Eso es fuerte. Eso es fuerte.
Yo, un bendito calambre en los pies. Lo que yo estaba...
Yeah, no, eso es fuerte. Like the fish. You know what video I'm talking about.
Eventually got a feeling on my leg, went back to the edge. Bro.
What the fuck made you think that it was a smart idea to go and have her?
I don't know what it was. I just want to see what it was.
I don't know.
Y dijo, diablo, y esto, y toda agua.
Exactamente. Chacho. Eso. Uno inventaba mucho cuando estaba chiquito.
Uno habla de ti.
No, tú también. Entonces
No, yo.
Everybody.
Yo. Traviesera Rosy. Diablo. Esa tiguerita me hizo una a mí una vez.
I love the trunk story.
I fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is not the trunk story. Bro, she didn't want me to leave her house. You know what she fucking did?
Didn't she throw something down the stairs or something like that?
Yo, la chancleta mía la escondió. Una en un lado y otra en otra. And mommy's like, mommy's at the door. Vámonos. And I'm like, mommy, yo no sé dónde está la chancleta. This was in the old apartment. And mommy's like, ¿y dónde tú metiste la chancleta? I'm like, mami, yo la dejé aquí, pero no están ahí. Y está Rosy. So then Tia's like, Rosy, pero de por Dios, ¿dónde tú escondiste la chancleta? No, mami, yo no escondí la chancleta. And then mommy's like, Rosy, me tengo que ir, like, no tenemos que ir, buscar la chancleta, muchacho, pa. No, tía, yo no sé dónde están. Bro, that shit lasted like 30 minutes.
Yo, if our kids come out like her when she was a little kid.
Yo, no, they will. They will.
Bro.
And you're fucked.
Que Dios te tenga su gloria.
¿Cómo tú eras cuando niño? Tranquilo.
Nah, I would just hit people a lot.
Oh, bueno, pues los hijos de ustedes no van a
See,
jugar
but
con los míos.
you probably get it out early, though.
No, like my mom always told me, like anybody that carried me or whatever I was with, I would just fucking smack them.
Yeah, bro, nah, our kids are not playing together. At least until your kids are old, they know how to
Like,
fucking handle themselves.
And even to this day, like anything I do, I have a heavy hand. Like I'm always slamming shit or just like dropping shit.
Yeah.
Judge. Una galleta que rueda.
Nah, you remember the galleta with the wand that one time?
With the
We
one.
were at Ellie's
Oh,
house. And
Emmy with Carter.
with the wand, bro.
It was
Yes,
for
sure.
was it for Secret Santa? Or
I
some
think
shit
it
like
was.
that?
Yeah.
Bro,
And they were playing, and
Bro.
Emmy had one of her wand, and all you heard was
Smack.
on top of his head.
I don't
Bro.
remember this.
you were there.
Bro, it was loud.
You were sitting on
bro.
the
sheet.
nah,
I think it happened right in front of me.
yeah,
Medio que-
bro.
El diablo.
She's a little rough.
Yo,
muchacho.
She
and
can
he
be
was he was like actually like he was about to cry, but he didn't cry because we were all laughing.
Bro, she
it was like random.
yo,
He has never been the same. He has never been the
she
same.
can be a little rough, bro. There be times where she be wanting to play, and she has like this little doctor's kit, and you know the shit that they use to check your reflexes.
Yeah.
She be hitting me with that shit. I'm like, bro, it hurts. She's like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, bro, you're not the one that's getting hit. Fucking little rough ass little.
Esa es tuya.
Ruffian.
Esa es tu hija. Esa es tu hija.
Yeah.
Esa es tuya.
Tú lo que le tienes que decir, it don't hurt, ven, déjame ver.
No, en una yo.
Mami, papi me dio.
Bro, she don't be crying about that shit though. Like when she get hurt, like depending on what it is, she won't cry. She'll just get up, she'll dust herself off. I'm like, bro, cry.
Bueno, mi hermano. My kids ain't playing with her either.
¿Y qué hacer?
No, but by the time you have kids, she gonna be a teenager.
Es verdad.
That is damn, the age gap is a bit big.
Con peor razón, con más razón. ¿Cómo es? Con más razón.
But yeah, I just have a quick question. That's I don't know. Like now in modern days, people don't wait for marriage to have sex. Like, is waiting to have sex like your parents back in the day? Like how they say, you know, we waited to have sex when we got married. Is that even I don't. Is that even still a
right?
thing?
Like,
is that even still a thing? Because nowadays, I feel that like people are having
very few and far between.
like it's not very.
And usually it's the kids that get married at 19, 18.
That's true.
Like the very Catholic kids that get married as
But
teenagers.
even then, do you really believe that? Because like nowadays,
I do.
waiting until marriage is very
very
But
rare.
es lo que te estoy diciendo. It's very few and far between, and it's usually those kids that are very religious, and they usually get married at a very, very young age.
You know what? I bet you they'd be like, oh, yeah, we can have sex. It's fine. Just as long as it's just the front door, not the back door. The back door is when I get married.
Isn't it the other way around?
You would think, right? But no.
Isn't it the back door so you could still be a virgin per se?
I guess it can be either way. I don't know.
Esto está revés.
Yeah. Because if you're going through the front door,
Yeah,
you're not a virgin no more.
bro.
Yeah, but like,
What is the front door to
Nah,
you?
that's
yeah,
well,
that.
Tengo que aprender.
Nah, that. But like,
that don't count. Cause think about it. Regardless, bro. Because if you do it whichever how you do it, right?
You
That
doing
shit's
it.
not closing back up like it was, bro. It's over. Ain't no damn virgin. That shit's open. That shit never closing.
How do you think that pillow feels?
that's why I asked if tú le haces un hoyito. No, tú la dejas sólida completa.
Oh my god.
Fucking pillow.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel that's gone out the wayside. Like, there's people that I've heard that like once they're getting married, they'll stop having sex till they get.
What do you mean stop having sex?
No, like they'll.
What do you mean?
I'm still naked in the pillow.
Estoy anonadado, loco.
No.
Wow,
So there's people like before they get married,
Before they get married.
like they'll have like if they're
they'll stop like 5 months before or something.
yeah, like they'll
And they're hoping it closes back up.
not even that. I get bro. I don't know, but I'm just saying like there's people
¿Qué
that
lógica que tienen estas mujeres?
no.
Hay una cirugía para eso.
No, there is a surgery for it.
Yeah,
To close that shit back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. To make you
Mire,
feel like a virgin again. Yeah.
it's like
make it feel, pero no.
it's a
mentira.
It's a rejuvenation surgery.
yeah.
Eso es
How much
mentira.
that shit cost?
¿Qué diablo?
Good question. I don't know. Pregúntale a ChatGPT. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
That's like when you cover up the little nicks and knacks on the car. They go
Right.
brand new.
It's probably like 10, 15 grand.
To close it? How the hell you even close it up?
Yeah.
10 or 15 grand.
Probably.
Dame esos 40 mil, vete de eso.
Nah, it's not.
That's a lot of money. I wouldn't pay that
To
shit.
close it up, is
To make you feel like you're a virgin again when you.
Bro, but wait. Okay. And we don't have any girls on the
That's
podcast
about
to answer this question.
2,000 to 7,000
In the
Nah,
U.S.?
that's still
2,000 to 7,000.
too much damn money.
in the U.S.
What are they
Anyway-
closing up?
No, but my thing is like, is it,
They're kind of making it tighter. I
hold
guess.
on, my
there's
thing,
a fucking,
espérate.
when you're virgin, there's like a lining.
The hymen?
The
Yeah,
hymen.
yeah, yeah. Esa vaina. They put that back up.
Oye, para romperlo otra vez.
Yeah.
Entonces, dime.
Literalmente.
No estamos en nada. Is it more for the boy or for the girl?
I don't know.
Like,
I don't
why
know.
would-
Depends who's paying.
Es verdad. Es verdad. Es verdad. Porque imagina.
Oh my god, yo, we're about to lose all female viewers after this. So, like,
Yeah, with Angel humping the pillow.
Estos tipos son asquerosos.
Yo,
I'm trying to understand the logic behind it.
that shit is stupid. There's no
I
logic
guess,
behind
I
that.
guess they probably, if they want to get married and they want to seem like a virgin for the
Now
guy.
we definitely don't understand how that surgery works because it cannot be that the hymen is getting back to like
put up a fucking curtain.
yeah, como una cortina.
No, I think we need a female to explain this to us because we're out of our
You need a
definition.
doctor, bro.
Or that too.
Pregúntale.
Bro, have y'all ever been caught in the act by somebody?
Yeah.
Jerking off.
Was it with your pillow?
Huh?
Was it with your pillow?
No, that was before the pillow. But that was.
What did you do when?
What was it? The sock?
Huh? No, it was my hand. Bro, the socks.
Para todo que tú
Nah.
eres loco. Poloche,
Bro.
media.
I was just about. If
Almohada.
I ever go
What
to,
have you not used?
if I ever go to
I'm
your
not laying on
house,
your
I'm
bed,
not
bro.
laying on your bed. I'm not sitting on your chair. I'm just waiting
Don't
outside
even
for
walk.
El diablo.
you. Yo me imagino.
Just floating.
Yo, we gotta get a UV light in that
Yeah,
bitch.
you got a black light that we can use? I want to go through his room and just wave it around. See where.
I'm not going in this room. The
Nah,
fuck?
nah.
Do that shit from the
That's
hallway.
not bad.
Nah, bro.
What's not bad?
But what happened when you got caught? Like, what did you do?
It's funny that the person that called me, he literally like he knew and he told me that he called me. He's like, oh, next time just like lock the door. I think. 'Cause I don't think I locked it. That was when I was in college when I had a roommate.
Ah.
Y la tuya. Do you even want to say it?
No.
All right. So I'll go to mine.
Y la tuya.
So era un sábado.
Diablo, hasta el día se recuerda.
Bro, I remember it to the T.
Okay.
It was a rainy Saturday. It was like
Damn,
late
like-
after. It was
like
late
today.
afternoon. It was late afternoon. La tipa me llama. Ella me dice, yo, I'm alone. Yo dije, diablo, esta es mi oportunidad.
Vamos para allá.
So I'm on my way over. We're over there. You know,
How far was it?
it was when I used to live on Howard. It was on Baldwin Street, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
It was like
10-minute walk.
it was around the corner. I get there. You know,
Go sudado.
You walked or you drove?
no, it was young.
Ah, all right.
It was raining, Wilson.
It was raining. So,
Está mojado.
Está mojado.
Ni sombrilla te llevas. Tú tienes una fiebre.
¿Qué tú quieres? Home Alone.
Tú tenías una fiebre.
I didn't have time to wait.
Home Alone. No puede parar.
So llego yo, we're in the act. Bro, next thing you know, all I hear is I'm like, motherfucker. Llegaron los padres.
Ay.
Bro.
Luckily, her house was the first level of the house. It was a multifamily house, and her window led to the outside. Bro, all I remember was her door opening. Her dad, they were Dominican. Her dad with his machete in his hand.
No way.
Dead ass. Bro, I jumped
¿Cuál
out.
sabía que tú estabas ahí?
Aparte.
Porque ajá, ustedes no paran cuando escucharon el chiqui 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 de la puerta.
No, tú
porque-
seguiste borrando.
Coño,
I didn't pay no mind.
Tú eres un
You didn't pay
criminal.
no mind. Usted era un
Yo,
abusador.
no,
Tenía que venir con una pistola, una metralleta.
I'm
era.
thinking that
Yo.
it's the people that live upstairs.
Nah,
Yeah,
bro.
nah,
Like,
hell no. I'm not. What the
that shit,
fuck?
you're listening to every fucking sound that's around you,
Yo
bro.
eres estúpido. Yo eres estúpido.
Yo,
So,
Every
bro.
fucking
Mira la
sound.
mano, mira la mano.
Está nervioso, el hombre, está nervioso.
Yo, all I remember was just seeing his face chasing after me.
Seeing
Bro,
his face after he know what he did, what you did to his poor little daughter.
But the funny thing was, we didn't even get to that point. We were in the process of getting to that point.
I thought you said you were in the act.
No, coño, we were in the process of getting to that.
Oh, you doing some foreplay shit.
That's exactly it.
You know,
Yeah.
can we talk about the differences a like Hispanic parents handle like catching their kids in the act versus like white parents?
Oh yeah,
Can't
we
speak
could
on that.
get into
I
that.
Bro.
can't speak on that.
Oh, bro. Emma, fuck it.
But yeah. So
There was a time in high school. First girlfriend. This was my freshman year in high school. And ella era, I don't know what. She was white. I don't know what she was. And
No, I don't. Who knows?
huh?
we're about to have a whole another one of those situations.
Never mind. Sing
Yeah,
it.
Okay. So first time, like she invites me over to her house after school. We're in her room, and like the door is like it's not closed like all the way, but it's like closed. So like, you can there's like you can see a little bit. There's like a gap. And then we start like doing some foreplay shit, and then
Don't tell me her parents walked in. They were like, "Oh, you guys are okay."
no, like he didn't even interrupt or anything. Yeah, he's that. Yeah.
Ay, mi madre.
Heard that.
Yo
Like,
te mato.
no, like he saw us. Like we were just foreplaying and kissing and all that shit. He saw us, and she noticed that he saw us, but I didn't. So then we're like, oh fuck, I was all scared and shit. Like, yes, man. And then we went downstairs. We had dinner.
Hey, yo!
And
Pa su casa, buen perro.
For real. Bro, I wasn't even give you dinner. Bro, fuck out my house.
bro, we had dinner, and he took me home, and he didn't say a word.
And you weren't scared on the ride home?
I was shitting my pants, bro. Yo me estaba cagando, loco. Bro, Jesús, Dios mío. And then when he got home, he had a talk with her, but that's about it.
So that's the difference. For mine, I get chased out of the house and land in a trash can. You get a ride home and free dinner. That's the difference.
That's pretty much the difference, bro.
I feel like I would have that reaction, but not like that. But like, I wouldn't be over the top, but I wouldn't be that nice with it.
Nigga, yo te agarro por el maldito cocote. Vete de mi maldita casa, hijo de tu maldita madre.
Nah, I wouldn't be that. I don't see myself getting that aggressive.
Tú lo dices
I was gonna say, you saying that shit right now, you can't talk until you're in that situation, boy, because that's your sweet little daughter, your princess, the one that you carried when she was born. All that shit goes through your head, and all you're thinking, "Este azaroso."
So wait, just thinking about that. All right, so let's say you guys have kids. You have a boy and a girl.
When we have kids,
What would your reaction be if you catch your son versus your daughter?
It'll be the same.
I think it would be the same.
You would.
I'm not treating. I
Yo te
hate.
veo la carita de como like nah. After the fact, I'm go up to myself.
Is it the same age? Like, then I think it would.
It doesn't matter,
Fucking matters.
bro.
If I catch my daughter, she's 22, like she's in college, whatever.
Nah.
All right, so let's say that they're 15.
Nah, fuck it. 10 años.
God,
Para que sea algo más extremo.
Vete pa' la iglesia, mijo, por favor.
Muchacho, Jesús santísimo.
You know there be like little kids in the park like
No.
Este es mi noviecita, este es mi noviecito.
No, hell no.
Yo, what were you doing that
What the
kid?
hell is wrong with you?
No, I'm serious. Deja que tú te quejes.
Déjalo, suéltalo.
Deja. It's gonna have a rude awakening. Dale.
Esta es mi noviecita. She ain't going to the park, noviecita del diablo.
Tú a ver. Ay, Dios mío.
Noviecito ni noviecito.
He's gonna have a rude
10
awakening.
is crazy.
Rude awakening, bro.
10 is crazy.
Rude awakening, bro.
No, 10 is
But not like for real. Ya tú sabes.
De juego.
De jueguito. Nah, I'm still gonna be pissed about it.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. In preschool, Emmy's in preschool, so there's this little kid. They're friends, and every time she brings him up, I'm like, "Who the fuck is this little boy you always talking about? Like, who this be?" So I went into the class. I'm like, "Who's the boy?" She's like, "He's right there." I'm like, "Ten cuidado, desgraciado."
Te estoy viendo, te estoy vigilando. Te estoy vigilando.
No le dé your fruit snacks. Ten cuidado. Ya tiene en la casa.
You can't have by her all the fruit snacks she needs.
Bro, ain't giving her shit.
No, but like based off of that question though, would you treat your daughter differently than you would treat your son?
Absolutely.
Like in a way, like going out or hanging out with friends or
absolutely.
doing something.
Well, first of all, would you have? At what age is it like okay for your daughter or son to bring their girlfriend, boyfriend to the house?
I would say about
16
or
17.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be realistic.
Because I would rather be a parent in the know and know what's going on then
They go behind my back.
Yes, then not give my kids the confidence or the trust,
to know
right?
that they're not gonna go
Sorry,
out there
my
and do something
Spanglish brain.
stupid.
Yo estaba pensando confianza. Yes, the trust. To go behind my back and do some dumbass shit and get pregnant.
I'll tell you like this: it's better to give your kids not the freedom, but the leeway, versus being extremely strict and they go behind your back and then they do something way fucking worse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%.
Because
And back to your question of like, would I treat them differently? Absolutely, I would. I think there's a lot of fucked up shit that goes on in this world, especially with the girls. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna, educate my son to be a respectful young man and know how to treat women, of course. But I'm also going on the other side. I'm gonna show my daughter that men ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You cannot say you wouldn't treat your daughter and your son
yo le voy a
different.
enseñar todos los fucking trucos.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I'm gonna take her everywhere so she don't have some raggedy ass fucker talking about yo te voy a llevar pa Miami.
Yeah,
Mamá
nah.
huevo, yo he ido pa todo sitio.
Exactly.
That's the thing though. Like they say like you treat your daughter, you give her, you take her everywhere. You treat her like a princess.
You put her on you elevate her to experience things at a higher level.
Yeah,
versus
so that
settling
way-
for lower shit.
Yeah, so that way when she's looking for somebody, she's looking for somebody that's like treating me. Hey, like my dad treats me this way. He treats me
Es que
this
en
way.
realidad,
That's why I think that's how it should be.
I don't know if you guys have seen the psychology behind it, but like we look like for our partners to be like our parents.
Yeah.
As much as we hate to say it, and you're probably thinking like, nah, absolutely, there's no fucking
do.
way.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
You do.
The men look for women that are like their mothers, and the women look for men that are like their fathers. That's the reality of it. So me, as a man, as the father, I'm gonna, like you said, I'm gonna show my daughter how they
you
should be treated.
by
You know
a
what I
man.
mean? Because I don't want some raggedy ass dude coming in here in my house, treating her wrong, and make me do some shit that I don't need to be doing.
And likewise with sons, you want to show them like this is how you should treat a woman.
Exactly, because the next thing I don't want is for them to do some dumbass shit and then me have to
Beat their ass.
beat their ass, bro. I'm going to that jail and I'm gonna beat that ass. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
no. No.
Lo dejo preso por 3 meses.
No. 3 meses, papá, que se quede ahí la vida.
Yeah, I feel like for me-
Nah, hell,
I
I don't play that.
I feel like for me it's gonna be difficult. Just not difficult, but I'm gonna have to have a learning curve because I never grew up with girls. I had 2 brothers. The only girl in my house was my mom.
Yeah.
I didn't have any girl cousins like that I grew up with. So like dealing with a daughter, I'm gonna have no idea what the fuck. to
But
do.
with you, it shouldn't be that hard because you're very respectful. Your parents taught you great values, so I don't think
teach
you'll
him
be.
say moro.
Ahí Moro ya.
Locro,
locro, whatever the
coño.
fuck.
Loco, te vamos a traer un locro de salami para acá.
Diablo. Tráemelo a mí, yo me lo como. Nah, but back to what I was saying. Like with you, I don't think it should be that difficult because you have a great set of morals as far as being a respectful person. You don't seem like a person. Nah, pero es verdad. Like,
No, es verdad.
like you don't see that in Wilson. Like for him to be somebody that's gonna disrespect a female
Absolutely.
or act a certain way towards a female just because of how his family brought him up.
Yeah. And not only that, but you got a circle around you that has grown up, with girls in the family and shit.
It's just like, no me mire a mí.
Take Angel out of the equation. But everyone else at this table besides Angel.
I think the closest thing now that I have is like these 2 little cousins that I have. They're 10 and 13, I think. That was one's 13. But yeah, I treat them like a little sisters now. And they're fucking 10 years old, bro. Una de 10 años. She's talking about, I think I like the little boy in school.
Eso. Diablo, es verdad lo que tú dijiste ahorita.
A los 10 años, bro.
Cállate.
La otra, she's 13, but at 10 or 9 o'clock, 9 years old, she was like, I think I like this boy.
Te estoy diciendo,
bro,
loco.
girls mature way fast.
Prepárate. What? Ya tú sabes. No te voy a decir más nada. No te voy a decir más
Yo ni
nada.
nada
Yo,
voy a decir.
he's a fuckboy. Don't worry. He don't know what he wants. Don't talk to him. That's
Yeah, I have a lot
That's
of...
crazy, bro. That's,
Yeah.
That's,
Ooh, how about we answer if you would date yourself?
I think we should leave that for a whole nother... No, we could talk about that shit for...
Yeah,
we could talk about that
for a
shit.
few hours.
Yeah,
date
we could talk
yourself.
about that
I
shit.
would.
Let's leave that. Let's
Let's
leave that for
the
next episode.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good. That's a good. No,
Ya saben, para el próximo.
And actually, I think that's a good.
Stay tuned. Coming soon.
You got any more questions? 'Cause I think
Yeah,
that
I
might
got
be.
one more. This one is a pretty funny one. This was brought up by one of our viewers. Their question was, how would you feel, vice versa, if a female only used you for sex? And
¿Quién quiere responder primero?
Dale, Javi, dale. Rompe,
Qué bueno
Javi.
que estamos mirando la
Rompe,
misma
Javi,
persona.
rompe.
Nah, you guys got it.
Rompe.
You guys got
Dale, que tú empezaste, tú vas a terminar.
¿Verdad? Tú
Nah, you
empezaste
guys got
ahí and now you're just
Yeah,
tapering off.
you've been
You're
going
tapering
down.
off.
Vamos.
Dale.
it. What would I do? Or
Yeah.
how would I
How
feel?
would you feel?
Just for sex.
Say the question one more time.
All right. So the question is, how would you feel if a female only used you for sex?
Like she didn't tell you, like she told you beforehand, or
No, she just flat out enticed you, seduced you, and just
She paid for
Broke
your
you
dinner. She paid for your Uber home, and she gave you a good time.
Then she ghosted you.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like it would just make life easier. You just say it up front, like, oh, you know, this is what
She
it is.
didn't say it up
She
front.
didn't
How
say it
you
up front.
feel?
She, you know, te metió un reguero de piropo.
No le habla mentira. You feel used.
I feel used. So we go out. So it happens. I go out. I get free food, and then I go home and go back to my pillow. Yeah.
So you wouldn't care. So what if?
She may not be there, but the pillow will always be there.
So what?
The pillow will never leave you.
So what if you actually started liking her while y'all was talking, and then out of nowhere, after you gave it up, she just stopped talking to you? What would you say?
No, but she ghosted me, so I won't say anything back.
No, I'm saying, but like, what? How would you feel?
At first, you'll feel bad, but then it's like, I got bug marks in my pillow.
I got two laptops.
I think we asked the wrong person.
I got Firefox, Chrome, Microsoft
Aloha
Edge.
browser.
Yo.
Angel's like, I'm dead.
What is Aloha?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, yo.
Yeah, but
Yo, it's on the App Store. Check it out.
Yo.
But would y'all feel some type of way though?
I feel like if she doesn't let me know, like, I feel like if you establish that from the jump, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right,
If
whatever.
she
We're both having a good time.
So if she's like, listen, I don't want to be in a relationship. Let's just keep this casual.
I feel like you can sense
Yeah.
it with girls. Like if it's
But that's the
Nah,
thing,
nah,
though.
nah. The
Nah.
girls usually are straight up when
Nah, but
they
like,
want to have.
fuck that shit. Like, nah, they can't do that. They can't do that.
Why you can't do
¿Cómo
that?
They can't do that. They can't. They say,
¿Qué pasó?
Yo pensando que íbamos a terminar ahí. Ok, 20 minutos más, dale.
nah, it's a bit quick. Nah, they say it's true. Like they say, like girls, it's hard for them to have casual sex. They're eventually gonna catch feelings.
But what if you catch feelings?
I think it's harder for the guys. I think we.
What?
I feel like we can
what
have
if she-
sex just to have sex, but
It's
I don't
not-
feel.
What
I don't feel
if
like
she swept you off your feet, gave you the best dinner, gave
I
you
did
the
not think
best
you were
time
gonna
of
say
your
the
life?
best dinner.
No. I'm gonna get to that point and gave you the best nani ever. Yeah. No.
It's
Mira,
like,
buen
at the-
habla.
No, but like at the end of the day, it's like if we're just having sex and when, let's say you
You don't find her attractive just for the sex. I mean,
No, but he said the best everything. You've got to find that.
Like y'all clicked.
But that's the thing. That's the difference, though. Like, so if you, how do I put this shit?
He's like, how do I say this politically correct?
Yeah.
Mi
Without
hermano,
getting in
politically
trouble?
correct left fucking last episode with the Diddy shit.
Yeah, right.
No, I left it during the Kanye shit.
But I feel like, diablo, se me fue. ¿De qué estaban hablando?
No, that
Mira, no, que no se te borre esta, ¿no?
No, I remember that.
the casual sex and
Okay. Yeah. So like, I feel like for girls, it's harder for them to have sex, casual sex. Like they're eventually gonna catch feelings. Like they say, they can say, oh yeah, we just have, let's have a booty call, whatever, friends with benefits, whatever you want to call it. And eventually, if it happens multiple times, if it's happened,
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Just do it once and.
yeah, like she just wants to rub one out because she hasn't had sex in a
like
long
you're on
time.
speed dial for her.
No, I'm saying like for a situation.
Please cut a clip of Ellie's face.
For a situation, like let's say she wants to just get one out. Like let's say she hasn't had sex in a long ass time, and
It
she's
happens-
like, Diablo, tú te ves bueno. You look like you could probably
Sling some dick.
Yeah. I didn't want to say it like that, but shit, yeah. And she's like, all right, I'm good for the next 5 months. I don't need you no more. Like, how would you feel?
El Diablo, 5 months is crazy.
I feel like at first I would feel like you used to like shit, or maybe like you're left with like maybe one more time, but then you can't have it one more time.
Maddie's like, you sure? Like, you sure you don't want to?
But it depends.
Like one more time, and then you can't have it. You can't have that one more time. But eventually you get over it.
But like if you go to her place and everything, you just go to her place. She has food, and whenever you just go home, I mean, it's kind of like.
Or like they do like the typical guy that they portray, like the guy buys you dinner, takes you back to his place after y'all fuck.
But that's the thing is like
you kick her out. Like they always say, like the guy is like, oh, here's your cab fare, go home, and then.
Yo, you seen the picture going around of the guy that has take home baggies for the girls?
Yeah, like some shit like that. Like
con 20 pesos, un sandwich, like drink. Yeah, no.
But I feel like there's two things to it. It's like one is all right, come over, let's do our thing, and then go both ways. And then there's a second one where it's like, all right, I'm actually gonna try with the dinner, make it a good atmosphere for you, and then do our thing, and then like probably hang out.
Nah, I'm talking about like they just want one thing, and once they get
I mean at that point,
bro, she getting you McDonald's because y'all a little hungry, right?
Dollar menu,
right?
Bro.
She's taking you home to her place.
Water,
y'all gonna do the damn thing.
Bro. Straight up water.
She gonna give you a little drink or something. Está tranquilo. She gonna give you a little drink or something, and then she gonna be like, "Thank you, I'm gonna pay for your cab fare. Have a good night."
Or tú no crees que tú te tienes que ir.
Bro.
At that point, bro, you're just a nut rag.
Think about it.
Would you feel some type of way, or would
Bro,
you
you're
just be
getting
like,
free
fuck?
food, free rides, and bro, what are we? In this economy, you don't pay for shit, and I feel like
That's
shit.
what I'm saying, bro. It's like if it's a mutual agreement, like we're just
They
gonna do
got
our thing
saved
and then be out.
$50.
Yo.
$50 what?
Huh?
Bro.
And my feelings are hurt.
Hey, you got your nuts in the fucking
If you
drink.
catch feeling, that's on you.
You're saving the hotel room, whatever. You're saving on the food, saving on
The bathroom, I have to clean the room and everything.
Nah, loco.
Laundry.
Diablo, tú estás viendo?
Hey, new sheets, bro. New
Nah, but
sheets.
if a girl,
That's where you get the pillows from?
No, I was gonna say, do you introduce the pillow in all of this? Like, this is Bertha.
Yo.
nah, but if a girl's doing all of that and trying to impress you, she's dominating you 100%.
Dominant. What's
Say it
dominant?
Say it again.
You
If
said
a
what?
woman is doing all of that
What's
for you,
dominating,
she's
though?
dominating you.
What do you mean dominant?
That's not dominating
Like, she's
you.
taking control
She
of that
just-
whole
She's
She's the man in the relationship.
But I mean, it's not.
but it's not even a relationship. That's the thing. It's like she wants what she wants.
situation.
Oh, pero eso no es nada. Eso no es
Oh,
nada.
tú quieres que te dé un meaning,
No, pero
Tú quieres,
espera, es lo que dice
you
ella.
want to be her booty call.
No, es lo que
Like,
dice.
Elvis, I need you at my house at 4 p.m. Don't be late. Bring them shorts.
She's the one pulling all the strings.
Yeah, imagine that shit.
Bro,
like that text is wild.
Bro.
Like, if you see that shit, you're like, Elvis, like I'm not going. Yo, fuck this shit. Ignored. Nah.
Tú me estás diciendo
Te
que
dije
una
hablador,
tipa,
diablo,
que
voy a ir
una
a hablador, boy.
que una
No.
tipa que te manda un mensaje y te diga, hypothetically, que te diga, Manny, te
Dime.
estoy esperando. I need you here in 40 minutes.
Nah.
No.
Hey, man, he's going
That's
like,
I've said no before.
Manny.
But,
Manny.
Then you got more willpower than that.
no, but like that. But there's more context to that. Yo estaba cansado, estaba en la cama, post, nut, yo estaba tranquilo. I was
Nah,
done.
fuck
I'm not
outta
going
here.
anywhere.
Let's
I'm
fuck
not-
that.
But what?
If he get the text, he ain't going over.
No, but not like every, not like
Whenever they want
yeah,
you to
exactly.
show up.
Not like every, like I would do it like, let's say we meet up, I don't know, twice a week, 3 times a week, right? And every time it's like, be here at 8 o'clock. Eventually I'm like, oh, fuck this. I'm not sure, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna say no to
Para que
that.
te respete.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yo soy el hombre.
No, it's just like,
Tú manda, pero yo soy el hombre.
yeah, like I'll be like, I'll feel some type of way.
I'm going to show up 30 minutes late.
But then,
More like 30 minutes early.
that brings us back to the question. So then eventually you would feel some type of way if she just be like, hey, be here at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. But
Be here at 10 o'clock.
so
Bro, I'm used to getting told what to do.
Drop and give me 20.
You got it.
You know what? Yeah, in your case, yeah, I would
But I'm
understand.
going back. At the end of the day, I'm going back home to my pillow. It always goes back to the pillow.
Yeah.
She's the most faithful woman there.
Ay, Dios mío.
Esa nunca te va a abandonar. Esa nunca te va a abandonar a ti.
Ay, Dios
Bro,
mío.
¿qué hacer?
Ya está bueno, ya
Is it
está
the same
bueno.
pillow? Has it been the same pillow this whole
I know it
time?
has.
Oh my God.
You washed the pillow? Please tell me you washed the pillow.
Tú la sacas. Tú la
Wash
sacas.
it by itself,
Nah,
please.
Tú la tienes que sacar afuera a coger sol, loco. Para que se. Sterilize, bro.
Sterilize, bro. That shit gonna turn into a break.
Yeah. Be stiff as fuck, bro.
Yeah. Esa vaina tú le das una galleta y es por matarlo.
Ay, Dios.
Yeah.
Bueno.
But yeah.
We good?
Ya está bueno, ya está bueno.
Did you answer the question?
I think we
Did I answer the question?
Yeah.
Would I feel some type of way?
Yeah.
I don't know. It really goes back to what you said. Like, if they're trying to be like domineering,
Yeah, like
tell me,
demanding.
I need you here at this time, or there's gonna be consequences. I'm like, yo,
Fuck
the
you.
fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, it's like,
You
But
said
I'm gonna show up.
Use a dildo.
Ahora
Fuck it.
sí.
if
Hey,
it,
yo,
¿Cómo así?
Yeah.
finish off yourself.
Yeah. I'm not doing that shit.
Teniéndote a ti, tú vas a decirte que yo...
No, but like you say that shit now. Like once you you do it one time, right? Tú vas hacen todo lo que tienes que hacer. Fuck. You go again.
Y después tú sales y tú dices que se repita.
Yeah. You go. Let's say you do it a couple times, and then te va a caer mal eventually. Those texts, like
Yeah, nah, I know. I'm just...
te va a caer mal.
I'm fucking
Like,
with you.
and then you want to leave, and then that's when she gets crazy.
yeah, where the fuck you leaving? Yeah,
Like, why you not coming?
Man, you better sit down and relax.
but then. No,
just
because
know.
you like she about in her mind like feel like she established like she just wanted you for sex,
Okay.
but then she's not getting what she wants. Then she's gonna throw a fit.
Aren't there movies like that?
Give her a piece of
I feel like
candy,
there's
prepare.
movies like that.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah,
Yeah, there are.
yeah.
It goes both ways, because like the same way with a guy, like if a guy is just using a female for sex,
We don't get away with it as much.
no, but
They eventually catch feelings,
bro.
Eventually they catch feelings, bro.
If
Fucks everything up.
you break it off good, they'll be willing to.
What do you mean you
Go
break it off good? Elaborate more.
Que tú se lo das bueno.
Ah,
Oh,
You give her what she wants.
oh yeah,
said break it off good. I'm
yeah. I
thinking,
thought you meant like break it
No,
off like
break
go-
it, break it off.
Nah,
No, break it off.
Yeah,
No,
that sounded
that's
wrong.
not-
That
that's
sounded wrong. I know
All right,
what-
fuck
no
it.
me gustó.
Yo pensaba que era romper la
Yeah,
No.
yeah, that's what I thought too. Like break off the relationship.
You give her good dick. How about that one?
Okay.
Habla claro.
Slinging dick.
Habla
Yeah,
claro.
you give
That's
her
the one. Those are the ones that catch feelings.
Yeah. Todo el mundazo. Yeah.
on the next episode of Bomba'to.
Those are the ones like tú no vas para ningún lado.
Yeah,
bro.
Look at aquí.
It goes both ways. Like you don't want to.
If you lay down good pipe and you're using that shit, if we're both using each other for sex,
make it consensual. If you guys don't want to be in a relationship, don't be in a relationship.
You know what?
If
Don't
it's
have
just
sex kids.
Kids, if you a kid listening to our podcast, get off.
And tell your
Dad.
parents bad on them for letting them listen to
Yes.
pillow sex and random.
But don't
shit.
have sex. Wait for marriage. It's nice.
you can have butt sex. But not.
All right.
Como hizo él en el último episodio.
Yo no estoy en esto. But nah.
We got some rapid fires. Or
Yo,
no?
you got 2 holes for your pillows or just one?
I don't have no hole. No, you're just bouncing. Bro.
You're bouncing up and down the pillow, bro.
There's no holes.
But wait, I want to know, how did you come to this
Bro, a
conclusion?
video. People just doing it. Like, yo.
I'm gonna have to look this shit up, bro.
I don't want to because if I look it up, I'm just gonna have this guy in my fucking.
Yeah, true.
Facts. Así que hello, hacen.
Ya, Elvis, te quitaste.
We got some rapid fires. Or
Nah, I think we're good.
good?
You got some rapid fires?
Nah.
Y'all wanna answer some more questions, or
You got a quick question in there?
Bro, our longest episodes have been our most viewed, really.
we didn't.
Yo, what time is it?
It's 8:00.
8:06.
Like, we
I don't think there were many questions, and I don't think I asked questions in regards to what we.
I mean, there was
actually
one,
talk about.
but it was like it's not related to anything that we talked about.
So there was one that I wanted to ask you guys that
Hey, Elvis, ¿qué pasó?
that
No, porque usted
this is
Dile a la novia que esté tranquilo.
this is something
novia, mi hermano.
this is
Tú sabes.
something that I want to
Tú mandaste
know.
la foto y todo. Esa es la novia tuya.
Este tipo.
So there was a question. Well, it wasn't a question. It was more like a statement. It was if there's grass on the field, play ball. So
Oh, bro, I didn't understand.
I didn't get that.
That one was
Honestly, I thought the person was talking about playing in the field with like talking about the private part of the woman being hairy.
no, it wasn't that. So,
I low-key thought that too.
That's what I thought when I read that.
so this one goes down.
I was like a little
into,
confused. I'm like, what?
Like a weird saying, like it's very creepy. Of like older men seeking younger women.
Yeah, bro.
Like
I'm not
like
with that
if
shit.
they
That's creepy, bro. I don't.
like yeah, that one is disturbing, but it's something that happens a lot in the Dominican culture with like a lot of older men that they seek younger women. Look at the shit with Wander Franco and the fucking what was she 13?
It's nothing new because that's been happening for years.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it has.
but
been.
that
don't make it right.
It's disgusting.
it's
It doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
But we can't like it hasn't been happening.
It's definitely been happening for.
like,
I feel like, yeah, but
it's just weird.
I feel like,
And it's weird that it continues to happen.
Yeah.
I feel like back in the day though, like if
think-
you were older, you would just take the girl and you would get married. You know what I mean? And have kids or whatever. Ahora no es así.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
think the parents are forcing their child on to these adults?
I surely hope
On
not.
what? On to, like athletes and shit like that.
Yeah,
I
like
hope
that
not.
Wonder Franco shit. Do you think?
I
Like,
hope not, because if they
Imagine,
are, they
like-
got a special place in hell.
No,
just,
there are
necessity though. Like,
I think-
No,
I think-
no,
it's
no,
wrong.
no,
It's
no,
wrong.
no,
It's
no.
completely wrong.
I think that there are situations where the parents do take advantage of those situations, especially when they
You got
know.
a special place in hell.
Yeah, oh, I definitely
agree with
agree.
that. I
But
agree with
there's some people that they look at it as a monetary opportunity for
No,
themselves.
bro, no.
Igual like with athletes nowadays that get trapped by like these IG models where they'll, hit them up, be like, oh, da, 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 and next thing you know, they get trapped with a baby and they have to pay child support for the rest of their life.
no, it's definitely a culture thing because like a lot of like especially Latin America, they'll come here and they'll bring the same fucking ideology
Yeah.
to this country and then get caught. Be like, oh, ella me dijo que tenía 16. It's like, bro, she's 16.
bro, still, bro.
I think that's enough for Bomba'to.
Let's end it there.
Yeah, look, we should have ended it before that shit. Nah,
We can cut that out.
that's so-
Nah.
And this has been.
No, espérate, no.
Oh.
Se acabó.
No, that was
ya,
coming,
ya
right?
está bueno.
We got
Ya,
time.
We got
No,
time.
ya está bueno.
Falta media hora todavía.
Ya está bueno.
Diablo.
Falta media hora.
Media
todavía.
hora.
What else we got?
Like,
More
please
pillows?
like, comment, subscribe,
Espérate.
share.
¿Y qué? Tú tienes mucha
post
prisa.
us
¿Y
on
qué,
your social
muchacho?
media.
I am.
Pay attention to our.
I'm about to go get some chinos after this. But nah, in all seriousness,
Follow us on IG. We post a lot of stuff on there.
I do have something to say in regards to like sex and stuff like that. Just going back to it, like for the younger crowds, please be careful. Use protection. Protect yourself. Protect
Facts.
your partner. You don't want to be out here catching any diseases, having unwanted kids, and have to struggle. Like really think about it before you do it.
Suéltate, exprésate.
Because I heard this story literally yesterday from this fucking 21-year-old kid. How do you feel about young kids having sex, getting pregnant, but thinking that abortion is good?
That's
I'm gonna
tough
sit this
topic.
one out.
Yeah.
I only bring that up because literally yesterday I was talking to this fucking 21-year-old kid. He's like, yeah, bro, I be fucking all these bitches and everything. And back in high school, and like this one bitch, she told me like, yo, don't worry. If I get pregnant, I'll get an abortion. He was like, word, bet. What happened? She got pregnant. What did she do? She got the abortion. He's like, yo, I'm chilling now. I'm like,
Yeah, that's a touchy subject. Like
That's very sensitive. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. You got so many different
scenarios.
like different feels. Like, do you just found out you're pregnant? Did she do it?
If you're purposely doing it with the thought of getting an abortion,
Then there's something wrong there.
yeah, there's no.
If it happens like an accident, like shit.
I just go back to it. Just practice safe sex. Wear condoms. You know, protect yourself at all costs because at the end of the day, you don't want to have to deal with the consequences later down in your life.
Yeah, there's so many different
Kids are nice.
ways to protect yourself.
Bro, just
Kids are
jerk
nice.
off and that's
Kids are nice,
Ahí
but
terminamos.
Find yourself a good pillow.
just jerk off. In your room,
You
in
wanna
the
say algo
bathroom,
lindo y
in the
tú-
shower, just jerk off.
No, tú quieras, probalo.
ya yo ni puedo decir lo que yo.
Dilo, pero dilo,
the
that's how
PSA is over.
Dios
Just
mío.
finish. No, termina.
No, cause kids are nice, but like you gotta be prepared for kids. It's not just something that you have just willy nilly. You know what I mean?
That's facts. Like you can't.
You gotta be prepared for that. It's a responsibility.
Hemos tratado de terminar este podcast como 10 veces. That's facts though. Like
Yo te dije a ti 20 minutos más y me dijiste, no, eso de una vez.
I've been fit. I've been that. Like
Déjame
you-
yo empezar a ordenar mi comida.
like how do you feel about these people? Like they don't care. Like yeah, I
More
get pregnant.
I hope you know you're editing this episode
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Okay.
Like they just feel like having they can have kids, but they don't think about the
consequences.
ramifications. Like how I'm gonna take care of this kid, how I'm
Yeah.
gonna, where we're gonna live.
That
like
goes,
I can't have. I feel like I can't have a kid, and not like have a
Not have a plan ready for
Yeah,
you to-
like this is where we're gonna live. You know, I can.
but that
We're
kind of
good financially. We know
that
we have
kind of
a place
goes back
live.
to what we were talking about earlier with the education from like the school, getting the correct education from your parents, getting that.
Yeah, I feel like it's all around.
Yeah, like you want to make sure that when you talk to your kids, you talk about like the consequences and like kids are expensive. Like I'll be very honest,
Yeah.
it's fucking expensive. Like you have to think about buying them clothes all the time. When they start school, you have to buy them school clothes. You have to buy them materials. You have to buy them food. You have to pretty much set up a budget just for the kid.
Go ahead.
No, if you have a mature mindset, you know that's coming.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But that's the
Exactly.
thing.
But
That's what he's saying.
That's what exactly.
Like
You got to be prepared for that.
now that you have a kid, how many more do you see yourself having?
Oh no, I'm one and done.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. You're not gonna have like 3 or 4?
Well, there's a reasoning for it, but I'm not gonna say it on here. I'll tell you guys afterwards. But it's just one and done.
Okay.
Okay.
I want 6.
El fuerte.
I want
Cambiamos, loco.
I want 6.
Tú eres un
I
habladorazo.
want 6,
Usted
bro.
un
Si Dios me
maldito
quiere dar 10, que me dé 10. Bro,
Wilson said,
Dios
"I'm having
mío.
a full-blown baseball team.
How does Rosie
Facts.
feel about this?
she agrees with me.
They're on board for all this shit. They
I
want,
want-
they
they
want all the smoke.
He
They want."
wants 6 chances of signing a Juan Soto.
He said,
Imagínate que sean todos varones.
Elvis.
Estudio mío.
Elvis.
All playing baseball. All playing baseball.
Elvis. He said, "If I can have them all in one shot, I want them all. I
would, bro.
want all the
All in one
smoke."
shot is crazy. Nah, espera.
Nah, bro, I feel like-
Espera.
I feel
All in
like-
one shot is crazy.
I feel
I
like-
want twins, bro. Like
You with a kid.
I feel like 3 or 4 is the right number.
yeah, I'm
like
good
3 or
with
4.
I'm good with 3. No quiero más de 4.
What do you say?
Unless it's like
It's the best gift you ever got in your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you? A blessing. I see myself like. I see myself pulling up to the barbecue in a minivan, and all those kids come running out of the fucking minivan.
Wilson's like,
that
"I'm
boy,
wearing."
that boy's
Wilson-
trying to do the
Yeah.
what's it called, the cheaper by the dozen.
Nah, Wilson wants to hop out the minivan with his fanny pack, his Nike Monarchs on, his shorts.
Eso es lo que tú quieres.
Yeah.
Una familia
Almost calling.
entera de minivan. Bueno.
Bueno.
Telemarketing.
Bueno.
Would you say that after having a kid, you feel more motivated in life?
Oh, hands down, yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
So you want that times 6?
Yes.
I feel like after 3, you're gonna be like, Diablo, espérate.
This coming from the guy that you originally said you wanted.
I know, but then I
like-
thought about it.
But then like they're saying I was watching these YouTube videos and they're saying these people that I follow, they're like when you get when you have the first kid, you're figuring stuff out. You don't know what to really do. Then you have the second one. You know a little bit. You know you get a little bit better. Then it's something that you keep doing and you having more kids, and the more you have, the better you are at it.
Yeah.
So it's
I sound greedy saying 6. I want 1. Give me 1 first, please. That's all I want. And then if it continues to happen, also life is such a thing where it's like life will never give you what you can't handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree.
with that.
And to
Pero yo
your
no
point,
quiero.
Yeah, Javier, ¿cuánto tú
Say
quieres?
demasiado.
I gotta leave me with my pillow.
Nah, Angel, for real, because you've never answered the question.
My pillow
like
would never get pregnant.
Yo, ¿qué es esto, loco?
Vamos a cambiar el tema un poco más serio, porque en general hay uno que no habla mucho de eso.
¿Verdad? How many-
Let's be
how many
honest.
you want?
Do it for the podcast. How many do you want?
How many wives?
Will you turn to Mormonism?
Mira la sonrisa.
He's like, si Dios me da 6
Ese es
mujeres,
sucio.
estoy yo bien.
7, uno para cada día de la semana.
El pijo.
No, but seriously, how many kids do you see yourself having? Or if you want
Or do
to
you
have
want kids?
I'll probably say 3. I'm fine with 2 or 1, to be honest. I don't really
One?
have a
I
number.
can't have one.
Like I don't be like, oh, I have one.
I feel like me coming from a family with 3, I can't have one.
It all depends on you.
I mean, we're saying all this, but it's all. Si Dios
It all,
quiere.
yeah,
No,
it all-
obviamente,
obviously,
si Dios
yeah.
lo
What do you guys
permite. Like
adopt
Wilson
or
said,
no?
I want the first one
I
first,
would.
and then we'll
What do you
worry
guys
about the
adopt?
rest.
I want to.
I would adopt.
I would adopt.
But what do
I
you,
saw a movie. I'm like, it's a long process, yo.
but what do you do, like a baby, or what do you do like a little bit older?
I would want a baby.
I want a baby.
I wouldn't mind, to
I
be
would want a
honest,
baby.
because there's certain like what
to
we
be
talked
honest, I
about
wouldn't
fucked
even
up
mind
situations.
later.
Yeah, fucked up situations in
It's-
life, bro. There's some kids that really get like bad cards handed to them to start off their life. I don't mind taking in a kid like that, and try like being the guide to help them secure their future.
I agree.
I don't really have a problem with that. Like, I understand a baby would be, ideal because, like,
You get to
you
raise
can
them.
raise them and all that good stuff. Pero, en verdad, hay niños que son más viejos que necesitan.
It's a long process. You got to deal with the courts. You got to deal
You gotta
with.
prove a lot.
It's a long process.
Or you can go to
And
China
it's
and
a
pay
lot of
10K.
money.
Or DR.
Let's say you get an older kid and they want to reconnect with their original parents. Now you have to deal with that.
That's the thing. That's another thing. Like, let's say you adopt
that's okay.
you adopt a kid, as a baby.
Life won't throw anything you can't handle your way.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's say you
That's
ya te la tiró en la cara. loco, pa' atrás, pa, te la
It's that
devolvió.
good because I came up with it.
Te la
That's all.
devolvió. Te la devolvió.
Actually, it's in the Bible, but okay.
Te la
Y'all gonna
tenía
have to
buena.
put that shit on a shirt.
Merch. Gotta get some merch. Sigue rompiendo. Let's say you adopt a kid, right, as a baby, and you. Tú estás rompiendo todo. Es que es una hambre que tú tienes, mijo. ¿Y qué, loco?
Sigue.
Pero
Don't worry about me. Just
hasta
keep
rompiste el micrófono, loco.
act like I'm not even here.
Rompiste el micrófono, loco, del hambre.
Papelito.
Dios mío. No se puede. No se puede.
I fucking know.
No se
You're
puede
thinking
con-
the same shit.
No se puede. Off camera, we're gonna have a conversation about this shit, all right? Off camera. So let's say you adopt a kid as a baby and you raise it. Will you tell them that they're adopted, or will you hide it from them?
I would let them know.
Yeah.
I feel like
After a certain age.
I feel like I would let them know, and I would tell them like, this is your parents, and I would give them the choice. Like, if you want to meet them, you can go meet them. I wouldn't hide that from them.
You
I
imagine,
wouldn't either.
you imagine being Aaron Judge's original parents?
Bro, I'd be sick to my stomach right now.
It wouldn't happen.
What? Aaron Judge being Aaron Judge or
No.
Like meeting them.
Me being Aaron Judge's parents, I would never
want to?
give up a kid for adoption.
But you don't know their situation.
What do you mean?
You don't know what they were going through for
I'm
them
not
to
talking
be
about
able
them. I'm
to.
talking about me. He said, imagine being Aaron Judge's
No,
parents.
but I'm
No,
saying.
but I'm saying like being Aaron Judge's original parents now, watching him be so successful.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. When I have kids, I'm going to be prepared for kids.
Not you.
know,
No,
What
I'm
do
talking about
they
being his
think?
parents.
Being
Like,
his
how would you
parents,
feel
not
looking at Aaron
yourself.
Judge? Like, damn, I give up that
His
kid.
original parents, like seeing him.
Okay, I understand. You're saying if I were his original parents.
No.
They-
Es que, pero-
It's not always about you. It's not about you.
hombre, ¿qué tú tienes,
Lo
loco?
que tengo es sueño.
Despiértate.
Tengo un mal... Yo no me estaba durmiendo en el mueble ahorita.
No, tú estabas durmiendo.
Tú estás roncando cuando llegué yo. ¿Estabas tú, loco?
Yeah. Nah, you don't know what situation they were in when they had him. They probably gave him away thinking that he would get a better life somewhere else.
I don't judge people for giving kids up for adoption. Like, I don't know their situation, but I thought you meant like if it were me
No,
giving, because
like-
I would never give,
Let's say you were Aaron Judge's parents right now, and you're looking at Aaron Judge being so successful.
I would be happy,
I would
and
be
then
happy for
also
him.
I'd be a little sad that
you want
I
a
wasn't.
refund?
No, that I wasn't.
Whatever this-
that I
yeah.
wasn't there
Tú eres un abusador, loco.
to you know.
Tú tienes unos chistes que no son tan funny.
Wow.
Diablo.
Son agrios.
That's like when you want a refund.
Agrio, Dios mío.
Yeah.
Wow. Este hombre es agrio.
Dark humor to another level, bro.
Santo
Like you
padre.
would want to be there to support them and show them that you're paying attention to them, that you were following them throughout their journey and stuff like that. And then I'll be a little sick to myself and be like, diablo, coño. Todos esos millones.
I don't know.
No, dilo.
I don't know if I would want, like, would you want that? Would you want your kid to know that, like, you've been following the journey, but you had to give him up?
Yeah. Once again, it all really falls down on like what the situation was, because like I would understand and I would be more forgiving of a parent that gave me up because they weren't financially stable to take care of me versus a parent that didn't want me and it was just like, oh, you're a burden to me. Go.
I would feel tight if it was financially. But if it's, let's say my parents were like drug addicts, they were in prison, all that stuff. That's
Eso diferente.
But like using the financial one as an excuse, I'm like, you could have worked something out.
But hay gente that they don't have that option though.
Nah,
No, there's always an
there's
like
so
you
many-
said. I'm slinging drugs on the streets, bro. I'm finding a fucking way to provide.
Not only that, there's so many like government programs that give
Yeah.
that help you out and give you aid.
But
and all that shit, bro.
it's less.
I think it's easier for us because we don't have to do that instead of like someone who actually has.
yeah.
Gracias a Dios, gracias a Dios.
And like I said, like I would be less angry at you if it was something like that versus you saying, "Oh, I didn't want you." And I just gave you up because you were a mistake, and I didn't fucking want you, and I just was like, I don't want you.
Now let's say you're Aaron Judge. Would you want to meet your original parent?
I don't know. I'm not.
I
in that
wouldn't- I
situation. I
wouldn't
wouldn't know
know.
how to. Like, yeah, no.
I would-
I can't even guess on that one.
Like as a kid, you would want to meet your actual parents, but from his perspective, I'm sure that he probably cares
About his
more of
parents,
the
his
people
adopted
that
parents.
cared
'cause
for
those
him.
Are, yeah, those are his parents.
Yeah.
Huh, they,
Would be my guess.
They
Well,
got
I don't know.
Huh?
they picked the right one.
Yeah.
What?
Esto fue Bomba'to.
'cause that's how you do it, right? De que no, yo quiero
You said he's 5. He looks like he's 13. I want that one.
El
I want that one. I want that one.
El tipo, ¿cuánto? How tall is he? And he's only 5? Ese.
Y'all going to hell.
Hey, no.
No.
Now we're saving the kid. You're
Relajo,
saving the kid.
relajo.
Tú estás muy serio.
Ustedes son tan relajados.
¿Tú quieres comida?
Tú tienes
Sueño.
sueño que tienes.
Now
¿No
you
te
can't
café?
say we're going to hell when you was laughing at the jokes.
Yeah.
I wasn't laughing at that
Tú vas
one.
con nosotros.
Tú estás allá abajo ya. Tienes la cama tuya
No,
preparada.
es que yo sé que si se va uno de esta mesa fácilmente nos vamos todos.
All right, I think
I think that's
good.
it.
Coño, por fin.
Dilo otra vez,
¿Qué?
dilo otra
¿Qué?
vez. Like,
No, que
subscribe.
ustedes no se callan, Dios mío. ¿Qué me pasa esta vaina?
Like, subscribe, ¿qué más?
Este principalmente.
Wait, what's the longest episode? Let's break it. Let's break it this one.
Ay, Dios mío.
The last one we
Tú
did.
ves.
It was 153. No, it wasn't 2 hours.
No, we've been broke.
Nah,
We're broken.
No,
The
No, the last episode.
the last one was
last
close
one
to
was 2 hours.
2 hours and 4 minutes.
Yeah.
No, check.
It was 2 hours and 4 minutes. I'm telling you that right
yeah.
now.
4 minutes.
Trust me, I
we
edited
can
it.
break it.
Yeah, we can
Nah,
definitely
yo no
break
voy.
Let's
it.
break it right now.
No, we're not
Yo
breaking
tengo
that
hambre.
shit.
Yo tengo hambre.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Please like, comment, share, subscribe.
And if you would
follow
like to see Angel's Pillow, just reach out to him.
Yeah. DM him. Mándale un mensaje.
Bomba'to pillows.
Yo.
Nah, bro.
Go to a Spencer near you.
I like the shirt idea with the saying that
Yeah,
we had.
yeah,
Yeah, not the fucking pillows.
Pillow covers.
With Angel's face on it, like.
This has been another episode of
Bomba'to.
Bomba'to.
All right, yo me voy.
That was a good one.
Ay, hambre.
Loco, esa vaina de la pelota pasada.
Bro, that's about to go viral.
Pasaste.
Bro.
Primero fue Wills, ahora fuiste tú.
Oh, my God.